And 1, 2, 3. Hey! Oh. There we go. Hey! Everybody, welcome back to Noobs and Dice. This is episode 8. We do have a couple announcements before the game starts. For one, I did download a video editor program, and I'm working on the videos now that have the messed up audios, trying to fix them, trying to fill in what we can, so that you guys can see episodes 6 and 7 without any effed up things or anything like that. On top of that, it's like about 90 degrees outside today, so we're trying our best to stay cool. So if you hear a fan or 12, bear with us. But we do have a microphone next. We do have 2 microphones now, so you guys should be able to hear us better.
Check, 1, 2.
There you go. So you guys should be able to hear us a lot better. On top of that, we are missing one player today. Unfortunately, he had to work today. So we will miss him, and we hope that he comes back at full strength. That would be our Dragonborn Lothos, as you can't see that his icon is not here. But we do have our 6 remaining characters. What? Yeah. Well, our 6 remaining players, 1 character that's currently petrified. But at this point, why don't we go around the table? We'll introduce ourselves. We'll start with Dimitri. Go ahead.
I'm Dimitri. I play Ranger. Can you mind that?
Tell me what is your first name, and then who are you as a player?
My name is Greg.
Okay.
Yep. Playing my uncle's campaign. Today I'm playing Ali. But I am originally the Ranger in this group.
Okay, so he originally plays Dimitri, but Dimitri is currently petrified, so he'll be subbing in with the NPC character for the time being, so he doesn't feel like he's not playing at all. On top of that, we have next Yoshiro.
My name is Yoshiro, and I play Jinx, the one sort of little barbarian, kind of slightly outstanding, I suppose, from a two-handed, but it's been fun, so that's where I am.
I'm Dave. With cheese in my mouth. And I play Kiowa, the Goliath Paladin.
I'm Tatiana. I play Lily, the Druid Gnome.
Okay.
I really like that.
I am Jason. I play your wonderful cat, Tabaxi, Elderwin, the Rogue. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not making a little prop.
Okay.
The prop that knocks over the other prop.
Yes! Okay. My name is Stefan. Oh God!
We have a random knife and
Things and cutting and things.
My name is Stefan, and I play Call, the Paladin.
the Paladin. And I am Chris, aka Crazy Lightbulb, your dungeon master for this evening, and this is Noobs and Dice. Now, as we last left off, our party escaped from a Demigorgon. In that sense, they lost Bob. When losing Bob, they ended up venturing through the Underdark, going through the left side of the maze instead, following their Tabaxi instincts.
Saying that she wasn't the first time. But I may still be here. Just saying.
And at that point, they went through the left. They went through the left passage, and as they did, the area started turning a little bit more fungi and jungly as they went through, and they came across the Queen of Fungi herself. And with their high persuasion rolls and their awesome rolling, they actually managed to persuade the Queen of Fungi to assist them. Yeah, sure. To assist them at this time to get past, and she let them pass, but unfortunately they had to escape with their lives as they were being chased. As they did, they ended up going all the way down to the passage where they come across these cave-like entrances with jewels embedded in them that illuminate the area of the path that they're walking in. Going to the very edge of this cavern, they come across a maze-like structure. Tall walls and just sharp, jagged rocks, stalactites, stalagmites, the craziest crap you'll ever see in the Underdark. As they venture through, our very faithful Koa decided to summon his awesome faithful steed, Bob, as Bob Thunderfoot, the mammoth, being big and bulky, and managed to step on some rather petrified people that were just
Sorry.
and unfortunately he just couldn't help.
Murder. The paladin of murder.
Get in the gush.
Yes. So at that point we ended up they ended up getting ambushed by some basilisks, and unfortunately at that time our faithful Dimitri at that time managed to fail his constitution saving throws and became petrified. He tried everything in his power to become unpetrified, but unfortunately the battle ended, and that is where we left off from this. So you guys left off in the maze itself with crumbling debris of the fallen stone bodies, as well as the corpses of the 4 basilisks. What do you guys do now?
Can we get rid of this damn mount, please? Is it?
Yeah, he dismissed them out last game.
Oh, that's right. Okay, well then, excuse that. Okay, I'm gonna go look at our ranger, and then I'm just gonna rub up against him and tell him that I'm sorry.
Just don't knock him over.
Hold on.
Okay.
I think it would be a good idea to do something about this. This might be a problem.
Okay, I'm done rubbing. Can I get the eyes now?
Can you get the eyes? Yeah, go ahead and roll a survival check for me.
Oh, we might need some other parts too.
Like what?
Using anti-venom from the venom of the creature.
Who's going for the eyeballs? That's what caused it.
Looks over. Ailments.
Okay.
I'm also going to go survival for the eyeballs. One that he's not on.
Okay. We good? Nat 20? Okay.
I'm not looking at them still because I don't know how they work.
Okay, so
it's like
so with the luck and with the luck of assumption, you actually managed to cut the eyeballs.
Not a natural.
That's perfect. So with your guys' skills, you managed to get the several eyeballs that are in this basilisk, because I believe there's more than... No, actually there's only a set. There's only a set of 2. So you managed to get the 2 perfectly, as well as you do. So you guys both have a set of eyeballs. You notice that when you look at this is not like Medusa, where it affects you even after they're dead. Most likely when they're dead, the ability is gone. You still have the other 2, if you would like to collect the eyeballs from there. And if anybody has a Arcana check or a Nature check, Allie does have an Arcana. So you can roll. Actually, hold on. Let me check her sheet. It's like pretty basic stuff. Yeah. So right here, you have all your skills. She's a bard. She's a bard. That's right. Yeah. So if you want it, you can roll an Arcana. Or a medicine check, either or, that would help you out and see what you guys need. Does anybody want to roll an int check, or an intelligence or a nature check? Nature?
Yeah.
Okay, so how about we go and do the 2 survivors, 2 more survival rolls for the other basilisks. To see if you can get... Okay, what did you get for nature, Lily? 11. So with an 11, you know that these creatures are very dormant on the Underdark. You really don't know much about them, but you do know their abilities on turning the stone and everything. The only thing that you can think of is there's something with their body that you know that requires you to make a remedy. You just don't know what. So I'll give you that. And then, yeah, go ahead. It's either Arcana or medicine?
Okay, I'll do a medicine check.
Okay, go ahead.
It's going to be an unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. Okay, and you guys can go ahead and roll. Did you guys roll survival checks too?
For the harvesting of eyeballs or for organs?
The other eyeballs.
I rolled an 8.
8. So you managed to get one, but the other one you kind of butchered.
Okay.
The other one, what did you get?
I didn't roll.
Oh, go ahead and roll, Otherwin.
Plus?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so-
that was plus 6 to me.
I rolled an
It
11.
was not a good check on my end.
Gives me a little extra light.
Alright, so, huh? Yeah. Finally some D&D players
Could
that
I
get...
roll maybe like a history or medicine check?
Right? It's hot, man. We need to wear a short sleeve shirt. Sleeveless shirts, man. It's hot now today.
Everything's
Could I roll like a medicine or history check?
Do you have that skill?
I'm not.
I wouldn't say I'm proficient.
You can roll a basic intelligence check. I'll let you do that.
Well, see if my
To see-
order had
To see if you remember anything on that end.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Okay, so you managed to get one eyeball as well, and the other one kind of got butchered.
Which check did you want?
So you managed to get 6 eyeballs total. Just a regular intelligence check. So your intelligence modifier plus your roll, and then I'll get back to you in a second. So you're gonna get 17. Okay, so to know, you notice that. So you notice that, David. You notice that, or Kayla, when the basilisk petrifies someone, it's through their own ability, and when it does, it petrifies them. And the only way to cure them is by some use of its own blood. Blood and some other chemicals are able to make such a cure. You, on the other hand, being Allie and rolling a 20 on the medicine check, you know exactly that you have to extract the blood. You've seen this before. And you have to extract the blood, purify the blood into a cured form. And once when you do that, you are able to mix it with some other remedies. And actually, it's a hard process to do, but you're able to make a cure for the petrification.
The monitor was too. So did they know this or not?
Kayla knew a little bit about it because he started talking about it, but they didn't know anything about how much you knew.
Okay. So, Kayla, going on your I don't know if I should do a voice for Alan.
You don't have to. I'm not going to make you do a chick voice.
Sorry.
Come on.
So, Kayla. Your intelligence check, we need to purify the blood so we can mix it with other remedies so we can heal Dimitri. So, everyone heard that, we need to purify the blood and mix it with other remedies.
blood. I'm gonna pull out.
the other stuff.
I'm gonna pull out one of my jars, just slowly take out my knife and just and collect it a little. No, different peep jar, not the peep jar.
I don't know what it is, but I find that kind of hot. And I think I'm don't like how
Oh baby. Oh baby.
she's got a hot voice.
Why is her robe the part?
It's because I'm a cat. What do you expect?
So, were you making potions before? So, I seen a intelligence check to see what other remedies we need. Since I've seen this before, I must know, right? Or have you already done that?
What, to make a...
To understand, yeah.
You understand it, but you've never made something like this
So, I
before.
don't know the other, I wouldn't know the other remedies that were...
Not really. You think somebody that is trained in either a poisoner's kit can possibly make this, or somebody that is trained in an alchemy kit could definitely make this hands down. So the poisoner kit may help, and it may be a little bit, but it's going to be tougher. But if they were an alchemy user, they would know how to make this, and it would be a lot easier.
Okay.
test something?
I'm in for it.
It's worth a shot. I got the blood.
That's it. I got eyeballs.
So with your drained blood and everything, you notice that when it touches your skin, it gives you a little burning sensation, almost like it irritates you. But since you're a dragonborn, it kind of ripples off your scales, but it kind of basically irritates your skin.
How would we go? Oh, it does? I'm going to take my grenade, uncork it, get a little bit more of that disgusting blood in there, and uncork it.
Okay, you managed to salvage a little bit more of the blood since there are 4 dead corpses here, so I'll let you do that. So that's what. So being Allie, that's what you know on the kits. You know that people that are trained in that may have a better understanding of making those potions. Also, a herbalist would also be would be okay, but it would be the same situation as a poison user.
Between the three of you.
I mean, I guess we all kind of try different ways. I mean, I have an herbalism kit. I could do something. I could put some good berries in there. Just try just getting good juices in there.
You have a clear.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's it. But whatever.
That is part of
There's
clear,
like,
I believe.
oh,
You've done medicine, but not cures or remedies. Allie is known for medicine, not necessarily cures or remedies.
Let's try this.
So, and I don't think she's not really certified in any of those kits either.
Drink it?
So,
try to make it
Trying to make an edit.
I can always just.
So, well,
Would I-
we only got one in Kennedy. Really,
I can always use bardic inspiration.
Well, we can each
you
try
can
to
if you
make,
want
no,
to.
he's gonna
You
make
can always
it.
get bardic inspiration
Yeah,
to anybody
chance
to help them with their
we
roll.
can each try to use
Yeah.
our
When they make
individual
it.
kits.
So that'd be good to use.
Yeah.
Keep
And
that
then
in
just
mind.
dump it on them, and one of them will work.
All right.
Want to do it with advantage.
No, because we each have our own. We each have
We
our
each have our
own
own kit.
proficiency in the
Yeah.
kit.
Oh.
Like we're not.
He's an alchemist. I'm
He's
You're
a,
going to try it
poison.
one way and you're going
Yeah.
to try it another.
Yeah. You go first, and I'll go second.
Okay. It's just going to be plus proficiency, right? 'Cause I'm
Yeah,
proficient.
so-
Are you doing it?
I'm doing mine. We're each doing our own individual.
Is there enough
I'm using the alchemy kit.
You have an alchemy kit
Yes,
that you
I
have?
do.
Okay. And you're proficient in it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So your DC is going to be a little lower. Who else is doing it?
I'm doing my poisoner kit.
Okay, you're doing your poisoner kit.
So what I roll it
Okay.
against you.
It's just going to be a straight intelligence check plus your proficiency.
No proficiency in poison.
So before
Your proficiency in the
That's
kit.
just-
So you just get +3 on top of your intelligence and then up your roll. So you wanted to inspire them, correct?
Yeah.
So he's going to inspire both of you, and that'll be the only time that's all she has left.
Okay.
So you guys each get to add a D6, or no, a D8.
Ooh.
No, I'm right. I lied. A D6 to that roll. Sorry.
I used the pretty one.
So go ahead and roll to see if you can make this.
15 total.
15. All right. Let's see how well he gets.
Hold on,
He's
man.
testing out dice.
What the fuck?
You already used them.
What the fuck?
Just roll a day roll!
You need to play Monopoly.
I know, huh? All right. 19
Plus 3?
plus 4.
Plus 4?
So I got 19 on my roll, and then the die 6 was a 4.
Plus
Okay.
proficiency is a plus 3, yeah.
Okay.
Holy
so
smokes.
so plus that. So you got a 19 on the die.
25.
No, I got 14 on the die, plus the proficiency, and they added that I got.
Oh, so there's a 19 total.
So
It was a 19 total. Okay. And you have no intelligence bonus.
That was with the bonus.
Okay. Just making sure to make it add everything up. Okay.
Sorry, character. That was with the bonus.
Okay. So, Cal, this is what happens. When you start manufacturing the cure and the remedy, you take the blood and you start doing it, and you mix some of the remedies up, and with the help of you and your herbalism, I'm sure you have a herbalism kit and everything, she gives you a little bit of the remedies that you do need. And when you shake it, it's not clear. It's still a little bit chunky. But it's the same color as Elderwind's. But Elderwind's, yours looks very fine, very, very pure. It looks You think this, if anything, this might work. As Cal looks at his.
I just dug in.
Alright, so you have your, what are you going to do?
What should I do with it now? Should I just pour it on him?
How about I pour mine on
What are we supposed to do with this?
You know that the since the person is
anything
not
happens.
is in stone, it can't really drink anything.
So,
And it can't really be inserted.
Topical.
So there's only one option.
Okay, so you go ahead and put yours on him,
Gotta drop
and then
them.
we'll see what happens, and then I'll do mine next.
The last time I saw when somebody got unpetrified, you just gotta do a little drizzle on them.
Oh, baby.
You gotta do it all fine. You gotta like put a little drizzle on it.
I'll give you a little drizzle.
I roll for drizzle. Not a good drizzle. I go up and
So here's what happened. When you pour it on your head, it literally looks like a melted down. It looks like a melted down kind of Jello.
Ooh.
And the red Jello that kind of just coagulates and kind of pours. But you see that it's taking some sort of effect.
Oh.
And when it does, it actually manages to kind of. His clothes are now not purified.
I'm looking through his clothes.
Okay.
Wait.
What are you trying to look at? Get something out of it?
I'm gonna stop it.
No, wait, can I roll sleight of hand just to be like, oh, that kind of worked?
Well, you announced it.
Sure.
Well, I announced it to him.
Yeah, he announced it to me. Okay, so first of all, roll a stealth check.
It's going to be a
What is my
15.
passive perception?
Okay, who has a passive perception better than 15?
Dimitri.
Who's going through my shit?
By the way, are you doing this right in the middle of everything? Or you guys,
My
did you...
passive perception is 15.
15? Okay, so he noticed you trying to do something fishy.
I'm just kind of like,
Wait, hold on. Is that under
Cow.
sense, right? Perception. Yeah, I got a 13.
Stop that.
I hand down the shirt. This goes.
all right, dump it on him.
All right, so I'm gonna
Carefully.
Hold on. Let's clean the other stuff off. So it doesn't, like, cross-contaminate.
Okay, so you dumped yours and it kind of, whatever was excess, just kind of plopped to the floor,
Yeah, not like
left
it.
little red marks on it, and then the coagulated blood just kind of just fades away and it just dries up, making little stains on the floor.
It's just the hard part is it's coagulated. So I really want to look at that.
Later.
All right.
Just a little.
Alright, so
So I guess it's my turn to pour it on there, huh?
it is your turn to pour it on. If you decide to pour it on.
I'm going to pour it on. Because
Okay.
it obviously did
You
something.
really don't
when-
need to roll to pour it on.
Okay.
I was doing it for finesse.
Pour some sugar
So-
on me.
You take it and you pour it on the top of his head. As you do, it kind of swirls, and as it does, you see his hair start coming back. And then you do that, you see his ears start becoming not so stoned. And you see like little chips of like stone kind of peel off. And as it does, it reveals his skin. And then all of a sudden, you see, and it just peels off here and there. All his skin is gone. Then all of a sudden, as he's peeling away with all this kind of like shrapnels of skin that are stone, he just
Yes!
Oh, yes! You hear him breathe, and he's awake.
Buddy!
Yay! and with that, I'm
You
gonna
really gotta not look at those things, okay?
Yeah.
They're like really bad.
and with that, I'm gonna jump on him and then wrap my legs and arms around him and give him a really big hug and say, "I really missed you, buddy. I'm so sorry that happened to you."
By the way, the DC to it was 20. That's what we're looking for.
Oh, wow.
DC was 20.
Wow.
So
You're welcome.
it's a hard roll. It's a hard to get to that. It's a very hard to make this potion, but it is.
Holy crap.
Good job.
Holy crap.
So good job, guys. Good job on that.
Thank you.
You're like so much work.
Yeah.
You're right, the inspiration.
Okay, so
you
now,
helped him save himself. That was good.
all right. So I recommend that now that we've had such a stressful time, maybe we should just take a little break for a little while.
I want out of this maze.
I know, but I think we should take a break.
I think
Honestly,
we should hit it at full strength.
we
You know what? I'm actually done with you guys. I can't deal with this bullshit anymore.
Who's that?
Oh, who's that?
I can't deal with you guys. You're a fuck up. You killed Bob. You're a fucking cunt. I'm done with this shit.
Wow, Matt is.
If I meet you guys up in the future, maybe at the Gnome City, sure, I'll tag along with you. But right now, I can't deal with you guys' shit. So long. And then you see Lothos kind of just walk away and go on his merry way.
I have the sending stone. It's not like we can't really communicate. It's chilling.
Sure, he does have the other sending stone.
I have no remorse.
Do we really want him around, or because I can.
No.
We put
that
the
was
hand
gonna
in
happen. I would have
the
already done it.
He has that guard attached to him. We don't need to incur any other.
Before he
creepy
takes off, can
motherfuckers.
I tie his shoelaces together?
He doesn't
He's a very big.
really wear shoelaces.
Can I tie?
Is there anything I can tie together and make his legs just kind of?
Can I insight check him
Corn wet.
to see, like,
No,
I actually have
It's
a.
kid.
Okay, what do you want to insight check him on?
just like his
can attempt
mental
it.
state? His mental state.
His mental state?
Yeah.
Sure, go ahead and roll an insight.
Complete douche novel.
Ooh, that's not bad. That is a
Sticky shield. I picked it up off
17.
those freaking fish dudes.
17.
I'm pretty
Like
sure
a-
17.
Take
So
Take that in the chat.
you notice with him, you think there's something more and darker going on with him, but at the same time, you know he's just being a dick because he's Lothos.
I'm gonna take an eyeball
Oh.
out of
Okay.
my jar. I'm
Okay.
gonna throw it at him.
Roll for an attack.
Roll for speech.
Oh, I rolled an 8.
You throw it in his general direction. Actually, well, add your bonuses because you may hit him.
Fucking
That's for my dexterity, right?
Yeah,
No, it. Well,
It's your dex and proficiency.
oh yeah, I'll let
Oh,
you.
no,
do, no, it's technically strength. So you'd be doing your strength plus your proficiency.
That didn't help.
That didn't help at all.
So what is it?
It's a plus.
Well, I got my strength is a -1.
Oh, okay. So it's a +2. So you throw it at him, and it hits the back of his heel, and he just looks back, and then he just keeps walking away, fixes his monocle, and just goes in a different direction. You see he kind of disappears into the darkness, and then he takes but you with
I'm
your
gonna go
dark,
back and get my eyeball,
you get your eyeball, and when
and
you
then
do
look at him and say, "You're an asshole!"
I think everybody needs to calm down.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I would agree. Maybe we take it a little slower and quieter than Bob
I
did.
think we need to keep
Sorry.
moving forward.
What were we gonna say about him?
Sorry.
what?
What were you gonna say about him?
What was
As
what do
he's
you?
walking away before I say he's an
He
asshole?
actually, when you get close, you actually see him take a right, and then after that, he goes. He's out of sight.
You should have gone left.
Cheers to the very end.
Okay. Well, that was a little exhausting. Do we want to
Rest
hunker
there.
down for a minute, back where we did last time, and then continue
Weren't we
on?
being chased?
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about
Well,
that.
we did take a rest before.
Didn't
Where we
Locos
slept
make
up
that
there.
deal?
Remember at the beginning of the maze
Now there's mushrooms after
where I
us.
brought Bob in, and then it was a dire catastrophe.
With all your loud conversation and all your noises, you actually managed to hear some hissing in the distance again.
Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
We'd be able to kick their asses if that goddamn mammoth wasn't in the way.
Well, he's not, so let's
Perfect.
go.
Keep it that way. Let's move.
All right, so you guys are heading back, correct?
No, we're heading in.
Are you heading deeper in?
No, we should head back and rest.
We're gonna
Outside.
get
If we head toward in, we're heading towards the hiss.
That's correct.
If we head back, we're heading towards all the
Do we need
fungus
to
people.
Can we roll a perception check to see which way it's coming from?
Sure, go ahead. Everybody roll a perception check, see which direction the hissing is coming from.
Yikes. Okay. That's a 5. Now I'm just put away for now.
21.
21.
21 as well.
Okay,
16.
16.
15.
So the people that rolled above a 20, you guys know exactly where this is coming from. This is coming from the direction ahead of you.
It's coming from that way.
It's coming from
We should wait it out.
Ahead
So-
of us is in deeper inside the cave, or
Yeah, it's basically the path straight. It's not where Lothos went. It's where way beyond, going straight.
Maybe if we wait a little while and let them settle down, we can sneak by them again.
Fine. You all die, I'm running.
So I'm going to start walking back the direction where we rested.
Okay.
You
So-
still got me.
Huh? You're going back
I
to?
was gonna start tracking.
okay.
I was just gonna, I was gonna,
You're gonna track?
yeah.
What are you gonna track?
Any signs of like,
Go ahead and roll survival check. 12. You really don't see any signs. You see the signs of the basilisk that were already here. You see more basilisk footprints that you can tell, but they're all over the place. You can't really sense a general direction or anything like that.
how
But
close? Okay, cool.
yeah. So at that point, you guys all decide to head back.
So
So-
I'll head back. Make
Not
camp.
where we can.
You guys all head back. I need you guys all to kind of make a climb check to get back where the ledge was. Yes, that's going to be a straight athletics check for everyone, including Allie.
Holy fuck.
God.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. Allie climbs up, no problem.
16.
19.
You climb up, no problem. You climb up, no problem.
And I'll kind of reach down and help anybody up that needs.
Okay. Jinx, what did you get? 10. You climb up, no problem.
5.
You have a little bit of trouble. And Kayla drops a hand down and kind of pulls you up. How are we doing, Elderwin? 3? Alright. You have, actually, yeah,
No, I didn't climb. I'm a fucking cat.
yeah, you can
I have
climb at your
climbing.
walking speed, or like 20 feet, so you can climb. You don't really need to roll. How'd you do, Cal? 2. With your strength bonus? How'd you get a 2 with your strength bonus?
Strength?
It's athletics.
That's almost impossible.
What'd you roll, a 0?
Natural one?
You rolled a nat 1? So you attempt to climb, and then Kayla reaches out an arm for you, and you just fall straight on your ass. You take 1 point of damage.
I hate everything.
I thorn whip down to try to help him because I can pull a creature back.
Okay, so...
What about Kane?
I did cane then.
Or I can go down the rope for him to climb.
Hold on.
I have a natural.
Kane's gonna roll.
Oh, but
I don't know about you, boss, but I can climb. He just climbs up, no problem. Actually, you know what? He was so good, he just jumped on top of the ledge.
Maybe you should have run him up there.
So I'll have Jinx help me and we'll pull him up.
yeah, everyone's hoping.
I'm seething with darkness.
Just little smoke streaks.
You finally get assistance and you climb up. It takes a while, but you do.
There's like black electrical.
At that point, you guys are up on the ledge. You guys can see the overlook of the maze, with the tops being jagged, sharp rocks and dark areas that you can't really make out, except for how much your dark vision can see. And that's pretty much,
Jack shit for me.
yeah, which is jack shit for quite a bit of you. But other than that,
Baby.
that's pretty much it. What do you guys want to do? You guys are here at the ledge. You guys see the path behind you. It's still illuminated with some crystals and everything. You don't see anything with your dark vision that's 60 foot. Anything evil. What?
Anything you want.
90 for what? Oh,
My dark vision.
because you're Gloomstalker, right? Yeah, so you don't see anything as well. You just see more crystals and gems that are poking out that are illuminating the hall.
So
I think I'm gonna just lay down and rest for a little bit.
Okay.
Take turns.
Take a long rest.
Yeah.
Or short rest.
Do you guys want to take a long rest or a short rest?
Long.
You guys are going to take a long rest. You guys are going to be here for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should take a
8
long.
hours. That's a.
We'll rotate on who keeps watch.
Out of character, who needs spell slots right now?
I do, but I do not want to be here.
Neither do I.
I don't want
But I'd rather
anything.
go into this maze with spell slots than not.
You
This
can
maze is
spell
gonna
slots
be
back with
janky
short
as
rest,
shit.
right?
I don't think we can.
Oh, no, long rest?
No, I'm good. I don't want to sleep. I'm terrified.
You're terrified of what happened in the maze?
Yeah,
and-
I want to get through it. I don't want to get pursued.
Okay. So we have one that's against it.
I'm resting.
I don't need it.
I honestly don't care. I'm laying down.
Okay, so
I agree, we can decide either way. For or against.
I'd like to rest. How about you?
Well, I was just petrified, so I think I'm pretty tired.
I mean, you feel normal,
Oh, really?
but what was your hit points?
He was
I
fine.
don't
He
think
just
you took
got.
any damage. You just...
Yeah, you didn't take any damage, right? So you're perfectly fine. You just
I was just a little.
I think you used one spell slot, like Hunter's Mark,
I used to think
and that was it. So yeah, you don't.
I can stay up with.
So I can't misty step
Cal.
or.
So Cal, if you wanted to take watch and do
For
it,
how long?
it's going to be for the people that want a long rest. It's going to be 8 hours. For people that want to take a short rest, it's an hour.
Get to level up.
Yeah, but we make murder.
Okay, let's not use out of game knowledge, player.
Metagame.
Yeah, metagame.
I don't.
Metagame. I'm gonna start throwing rocks at you every time you metagame.
I won't take a rest either. I'll stay up with Cal.
My mic levels are off.
What do you mean they're off? They seem to be pretty fine on there. You can't hear me?
Chris's mic.
Tell me if you can hear me or not.
My mic's like off the roof right now.
Yeah,
I can turn it up.
No, lower.
Oh, no, like,
Oh, see, it's too high.
It's probably too high, so it's picking up too much.
Wait, is it too high?
It's peaking.
It's been peaking the whole entire time without you talking. A little lower.
I'm sorry for
I'll go a little lower.
I really don't even need long rest for any of my abilities.
Right, well, how's that?
Let me do this. Let me lower it down from here. How does?
Yeah.
Still
Little bit
peaking. Let me try to. How is this? Is this a little bit better?
you know, the max is only at.
Go a little bit lower.
It's just barely peaking at the red.
Yeah.
That's probably good.
But our microphone isn't getting near the red, so.
Unless I talk. Then I can get it
Oh,
to the
you're
red.
Freaking yikes.
Lower.
Cat.
Now.
Okay, so that means you can hear all of us pretty well then.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay, how about this? Is that better?
That means the fans are pretty.
Well. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll die without.
See, that one's already mic'd all the way
Yeah,
up.
sorry about the fans, guys. It's just balls hot, so.
Yeah,
Balls
we
hot?
have a little bit of fans,
What-
and so
what-
you're going to be
how-
hearing
how hot
some.
are balls?
98.6.
Yeah. Okay. How's this? How's this? Waka 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 waka
Waka,
waka
waka,
waka. Me 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 me.
Testes, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, better. Okay, cool. So we're gonna stay at this. If you guys hear the microphones or if you guys hear the fans, we're so sorry. I guarantee you, when it becomes towards like,
die.
yeah, don't, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you do. You want a long rest in the middle of a friggin' dungeon.
Not to mention,
I'm glad
we
you
can
like
probably move this out a little bit.
Did we get bits?
That should help a little bit too.
that. You got some bits?
Did we get bits?
Did
We
we
have
get
stuff in
bits?
the cup.
Stuff in the cup?
No,
Oh!
I don't think so.
Oh.
Aw.
I think it's
It's
just what
okay.
it
You
is.
guys don't have to pay us.
We accept tips. By the way, if anybody wants to tip,
Yeah,
or,
segue.
Do you want to give us some money? That'd be very nice.
we have a hose. That's pretty much it.
Alright, that's good.
We're hoes? What?
No.
I mean, if I need to hoe myself out, I can.
Oh, freaking yikes.
What's the, I mean, if
Oh, my moving the mic helped a lot. Okay, cool.
Okay.
nice.
All right. Maybe I was too close to the mic.
So do I need to hoe myself out?
Super delicious.
No. I
What's-
think yours is. I think yours is fine. I
wants
think it's just
pussy?
mine because mine is really sensitive.
I'm a kitty cat.
So,
It's still going.
by the way, guys, I do have this tip jar. On
Yeah, because I totally just
the link is
17
on my.
it's getting caught.
Excuse me. The link of this tip jar is on the bottom of the screen. You can click the tip jar as well if you want to tip us.
There we go. Let's fix this.
Also, if you want to also tip and you're watching our shows on YouTube, there's also a tip menu on the main screen where you can click that link and it'll send you to our tip menu. Any tips and donations help because what it's going to do is it's going to cause us to have a little bit of better scenery for you guys. It's going to cause us to have a ventilation system in here that would be not so loud where we don't have to rely on fans, that it's a nice central air conditioning. that would be wonderful as well. And not to mention, it would help us get better gear and also better lighting that doesn't produce a lot of heat.
More dry ice.
So the more everybody helps and
LED.
donates, the better it is, because right now it's pretty much just everybody here everybody here is just chipping in constantly trying to make this better. But if we can get your guys' assistance, it would make it even better. But again, we're here to entertain you, not necessarily to ask for donations. But any donations do help if you guys do want to contribute.
Here. Okay.
Okay, so here's what we have. Are you taking your long rest?
No.
Are you going to do your long rest and you're going to keep watch, right?
I don't want to be the only one. I'll take the long rest.
So you're going to
But I
take
do
long.
not like
Kane
it.
will be up, right? Because
Kane
Kane
will be
is
up.
24.
Kane will be
He
up.
doesn't.
If you want, you can
he's
sleep
up to
over.
24, or is he? He's up for
He's until he goes down.
until he goes down. It's
Yeah.
no, there's no
If you
duration.
want,
No,
you can-
it's
Okay.
instantaneous
If
for
you want, you can sleep.
Okay, so your steed is just keeping watch for you then
Okay,
at that point.
I'm curled up behind him. I'm against the wall. And
Okay,
he's
so
looking.
where do you want your steed to look? Do you want your steed to look from over
Wait.
the?
I
Not
want
good enough
both.
for you?
Well, you only have one look, so
Oh God.
so you get to pick a direction. Do you want him looking over the maze and then Dimitri looking towards?
No, I want him looking towards the.
Does he have dark vision?
I think we gave him dark vision.
Does there happen to be any plants nearby?
You said animals have it.
That can
or
do
whatever.
plant growth
Well,
for 8. It's
certain
for 8
animals
hours.
have
Yeah.
it. I don't
Great
think
difficult
like
terrain around
elks
us.
have it.
Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Huh? Hold on.
Are there any
She's got a
is
good
there any
idea.
plant around us that can do plant growth and it lasts for 8 hours?
There's crystal we can see down the way. He'd be able to see through the crystal because I want to look in that way.
Yeah,
anyway.
you can. Okay, so you
Those
want
are
to look at
shadows
the
that way.
crystals.
And I'll
So, Dimitri, what we're going to have, I guess they want Kane to look through that corridor. Did you want to take the other path then?
Yeah.
Okay. So at that point, what you want to do plant growth before
yeah,
you
just
take.
try to get like a barrier, like difficult terrain. So if anything's
Okay,
like
go ahead and read
slow.
plant growth, the spell for me.
Channels vitality in a plant within a specific area. There are 2 possible uses for the spell: immediate or long-term benefits. Point within range, roll plants within 100 radius center. Come thick and overgrown. Creature moving through the area must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves.
Okay, so it stops people in there. It's basically like very difficult terrain.
Yeah,
Okay, so if you wanted to cast that before you go to sleep, you can.
yeah.
So, where are you going to cast it?
I think it's in a 100-foot radius around us, so I can just like.
Oh, it's a 100-foot radius. Okay, if you want to do that.
Jesus, Druid.
Yeah, center on a point. Yeah,
Okay, so you want to do it from right under you?
I guess. Yeah, just around us.
Okay. So you do it, and all of a sudden, all this like thick grass and shrubbery just kind of grow from the ground mysteriously, coming from nowhere. And you guys see this, and it's just starting to flow around you. It's a lot thick. It's very tall grass. So
I start jumping up.
you
Hi,
can
guys.
you can barely
guys.
see you can barely see good old Lily. She's just jumping up trying to see you guys. But now you guys have some cover, as well as
Not
you guys
spacious at all.
have a
An
place
arcade.
to.
Are you outside that?
No, it's centered from me.
Well, so then we should all make our migrate
It's a
right to
100-foot radius, so you guys are chilling.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
So
like,
That's good because I'm already asleep.
yeah.
at that point, we're gonna have the 2 people. We're gonna make perception rolls. So we're gonna have Kane make a perception roll. Am I doing it or you?
I'll do your call.
I mean, I'll let you do it. I have
Okay.
the stats, but if you want me to do
I
it,
also
I'll
have
do
the
it.
stats.
Okay. Do you want to do it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you go ahead and do it.
So perception's going to be, let's see, wisdom, right?
It's just it's +0.
Okay, sounds good.
And then go ahead and roll a perception.
nice.
Check, Dimitri.
Oh, I can
Okay.
see the areas, so it's just a ring around us, so we're good.
You got an 18.
18. Okay. So Kane looks throughout the night and sees no turmoil, nothing. Nothing comes up. It seems to be very peaceful at this time. 10. You look over and you swore you saw something slithering, but as soon as it hit near your brush, you can see that the trees kind of move a little bit, but then after that it just kind of goes away. So whatever came by seems to be gone. So for the duration, you guys change your shifts, or you take your 4-hour trance, and everybody manages to get a long rest without any inconvenience.
Jesus, you guys are so freaking lucky.
Thank you, Lily.
So, hold on. As far as hit points,
So-
68.
Just to let you know, at this point, for the general chat, everybody, since this long rest happened, everybody actually leveled up to level 6. thanks to our metagaming paladin.
He doesn't level up. Just kidding.
Yeah, he doesn't level up. He actually loses a level. He's back to level 4 now.
He
No.
can't.
No,
He loses an arm.
yeah, no. Every time David metagames, I'm gonna throw something big at them. And it's gonna be their penalty. So
It's gonna be that awesome.
Yeah.
D8 plus what?
Plus your constitution modifier.
guess what? That's what you get for metagaming.
What do you do? What do you do?
Okay, it rolled out of the box on my sheet as I was picking it up and it just flew.
Yeah.
That sucks.
The first one was better.
What's your hit die? For leveling up.
You get a D12 for your hit die. So every time, so you should have 60-12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about mine.
I'm talking about. Oh, your character?
Yeah.
Your character should have a D10.
And
So
I'm
your
multiclassing
character.
into fighters. I can probably.
Oh, you're
But it's
multiclassing?
only the one D8, right?
Okay, so you get a D10,
Yeah.
but then you get all the bonuses on top of that. You know that, right?
Yeah. the
So
second-
you're gonna get fighting style.
And I'm probably going to be dueling. Yeah.
You're gonna go dueling. Okay, so dueling gives you more. Okay, so you go dueling, and then after that you get second wind.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's about it for you. That's pretty much all you get.
Next level's action surge, so.
Yeah. At that point does anybody have any questions?
So I got what, mine's 68, but I mean, I've already rolling, so it's only 1D8, right?
You have a 1d8.
Yeah.
So it's
Plus my con.
Yeah, so it's 1d8 plus your con, or you can take the average. I always personally like taking the average because it's basically 5 plus your. For you, it's 5 plus your con.
What's his that again?
His hit die is a D10.
What my constitution actually is at?
This is meant
What?
Or is it a plus? My,
Your Constitution plus whatever you roll for leveling up. Is that what you're trying to determine your maximum hit points?
yeah, so my con is at 12.
What?
Okay, so you get a plus 1.
Oh yeah.
Plus 1.
So you get a plus 1.
plus-
So what did you get?
So I rolled a 5.
Okay, so you get a 5 plus. So you get 6 added to your total hit points.
Okay.
Oh, actually, that's an filter sheet. Let's see. Constitution 0, so you got a plus 1.
So you get a 1.
So
I'll let you
my override
re-roll.
HP?
I'll let you
Wait, a
re-roll.
0 and the 10 is a.
Yeah.
Wait, did you get a 0?
You gotta have a hit of 1.
Oh.
I'll let you re-roll because honestly, if you're gonna roll, having a 1 on the die is the most bullshit thing you can have for hit point. You know,
Yeah,
this
hit
is
points.
why I like taking the average. I hate rolling hit points.
Hey, hold on.
But if you roll a 1, I'll give you 1 free
Hit
re-roll.
point bonus.
So go ahead and re-roll.
Plus 6
If you
for
get a 1, you get a
Constitution.
1.
Not
Unfortunately,
plus 6.
you got a 1.
I got a 2.
It's better than that. So you get to add 2 to your hit
Says right
points.
Okay.
Okay.
Plus your con
I think that's
modifier.
total.
He doesn't have a con modifier.
Because it's plus.
Oh,
So
yeah. it's
you
total.
get a modifier.
So is it my
You're gonna be
override?
very ranged very soon.
What did you have to start with?
And 41. I haven't changed anything yet.
Okay, then you're gonna have 47.
Okay, so then I should change that 41 to 47.
Yes.
This is also another thing that I like doing, taking the average, because if you take the average all the time, you'll never have to look back and be like, okay, what hit points do I have? You can always recalculate it like this, and you'll know exactly what you
I'm
have.
going with acrobatics and survival.
Phew! Gosh, is it me or is it starting to heat up?
It's
Oh,
hot.
yeah. I think all the ice is gone too, so.
No, that's
Dry ice is gone?
that.
Oh, it's still going.
The dry ice is still
But
there.
it's just a lot less. It's sublime.
It just went.
Still
It
not
peaked
what I want.
lower. Maybe we should just put a little water with the dry ice. Make it a little foggy. Make it give it a little ambiance. Hey man, I'm
See
game.
a water bottle right there.
I'm ready to go.
You ready to go?
I'm below average
I'm ready.
health.
Here, I'll let you wanna do the honors?
What am I doing?
You're adding water to make it steamy.
To this?
Yeah.
To this thing down here?
Don't do it over the fan for the little guy.
Yeah, don't, not on the fan.
Of course, of course, of course.
All over the floor.
Is it?
No.
That worked.
Yeah, I thought I got it right on it. Maybe some more.
That looks so funny
We're
from
fine.
this angle.
You had to go, man. You have to go, you have to go. Maybe that's how it starts. So, Okay, so are you guys all good on leveling up, or you guys still need a little bit more?
I'm
I
good.
think I'm good.
Okay, because level 6, the only one that should be taking a lot of time would be,
The multi-classer.
no, not the multi-class, it should be Lily.
I'm good.
She had it ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
And I prepared this time pass without trace. Sorry. And also dispel magic. So sorry.
Those are actually really fun stuff.
Should have just chopped this off.
I'm trying to get myself a water here.
Ooh, I get to add a spell.
Yeah, I get one more prepare spell.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, I
typical
think
terrain
so.
means nothing to me.
All right, here we go. Sorry guys, we have to hydrate ourselves real quick. Oh, my
Does that mean
gosh.
we need more beer?
No,
That would be the opposite. It's okay.
Gosh, that's cold. I think we're gonna need more water.
Take.
More beer? What?
Should I take?
We got plenty of beer
Protection
though.
from poison
Thank you.
Yeah, I was thinking about that since we're in the Underdark.
or zone of truth?
But I also have water breathing, because I feel like we're gonna come against, like, we're gonna come up something and just be like, oh, none of us can breathe
I also
underwater.
have zone of truth. So if we have to interrogate
Oh, this would
somebody,
that be?
Holding in a demon lady should probably kill you.
All right.
These are kind of loud.
So here we go. So you guys leveled up.
Fans.
so it's yours good.
I'm ready.
You guys leveled up. You guys are all good. You guys feel better. Your spell slots are rejuvenated. Your rages are rejuvenated.
You're raging.
Everything is pretty good. So,
So you have natural 4.
waking up to being in a shrubbery,
Slowly fading at this point.
slowly fading. We'll say it's drying up.
Yeah.
How long does it last?
8 hours.
Okay, that's perfect then. Alright.
Yeah, I take that.
At that point,
See, you are worried. Still out. That's okay, well, it's gonna wait.
so at that point, what we're gonna do
I need another
is you guys get to decide where you want to go.
To that chest
To the chest.
for another beer.
You want a beer? Hold on, guys. I got to do a beer stop.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
I'll take a water.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Lord.
Still hydrated.
You want a beer?
Sorry for procrastinating this. Scoping. You good? You want
I'll
Scopin'?
take
Anybody else
another.
want a beer while I'm here? Want another scoping?
Yes, please. Might as well.
So sorry, guys. Really appreciate that you guys are watching us.
Yep.
We all ran out.
We do not support any beer. If somebody like Bud Light or anybody wants to support us, do this or
Yeah.
sponsor us, we'd be more than happy
Yeah.
to advertise beer.
I can tell you right now that I do try to advertise a lot of the local breweries around here. You know, they're really tasty, especially bringing beer. I know it's okay for me to say something because they're still trying to get their up and the going. So
Makes sense. Makes sense. All right. So, continuing.
thank you, sir.
Okay, so you guys go back down to the maze. You guys actually have a little bit of a climbing.
Great.
You guys have a little bit of a climbing thanks to all the shrubbery. So you guys get down pretty fairly easy. Kane just jumps down and frolics and just goes, "Oh, I'm ready, boss." And then at that point, what do you guys want to do? You guys actually have a path to the right and a path to the left.
Left, for God's sakes!
That's my hero.
Yeah, we should.
Let's go left. I like left. I like left.
All right, so you guys.
Just let you know I like
So
left.
maybe you guys could scout ahead.
I'm not looking.
Okay, if you want me to scout ahead, I'm going stealth.
Okay. So go ahead and roll for a stealth check.
I'm hopping on Kane and not looking. I'm
Okay.
gonna just bury my head in his neck and just nope.
18.
18. Okay, nice stealth check.
Just a heads up, I took Underdark as a common region for Ranger, so all the classes, I get everything for,
Oh, so you're doing under.
I'm doing Underdark.
Okay, so
favorite
now,
terrain.
so now
is
you
for all
have
of
favorite
us.
terrain, so you have advantage on
Yeah, so
knowledge checks. Also, when you're tracking, you have advantage.
that's
You have a lot of. You have a lot of.
size, number, and how long they pass through.
Yes.
For that. Yeah.
Okay.
So just that's yeah.
Cool.
Still,
Awesome.
yeah.
Good note. Good to know. So, you guys venture through the maze, and as you do, He rolled a stealth check of 18. You tend to venture through. You see where you came from before. You see the dead basilisk. You see the kind of stomping, destructive piles of rubble that were former people.
Them, we know. You son of a bitch. God goddamn it.
Yeah, he's kind of a bum.
There is no use of crying over spilled milk. Well, actually there is, but you know.
All right, so you go through and you scout ahead, and you come across you don't really come across any
To be fair, it's not really
basilisks or any signs of basilisks that you know. You're being very stealthy about it. You go back and you tell your party that everything seems pretty clear ahead. You venture pretty much exactly where you were before.
I'm gonna gather another vial of basilisk blood. It's still kind of. I'm gonna kind of flip them over and get it out of the bottom of them because they've been sitting for a bit,
Okay.
just in case we need to.
Well, you have a good amount of basilisk
Oh,
blood still.
Okay.
It's just the one vial that you attempted to make was kind of.
Yeah.
So go ahead and put like unpurified basilisk blood.
Okay.
We'll say like a pint.
Okay.
You have a pint left? Because there was a lot of basilisk. I'm assuming that you guys took the time to cut it up. By the way, you guys spent probably around half a day doing all this.
Oh,
so
yeah.
With the long sleep and everything. So you guys don't know what time it is, but
Well, we never did.
We don't care.
which you never did.
Yeah.
But you know, hey,
We have our own sleep cycle
you guys,
now.
you have your own sleep schedule.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have about a pint of blood left. So how are you going to keep that? I don't know, because it will coagulate pretty.
Will the serum travel better?
I'll just keep it.
You could just keep
Okay,
it,
that's
and
something
you
good.
could see who will buy it. But I would say in a couple days it would start going bad.
I'll hold it for however long it can take it.
Well, let's try to make our way through here.
All right, so
It's emergency purposes anyway.
you guys venture through, and you guys manage to.
That's right.
You guys manage to
good,
venture
but
through
not that
this. So you guys come where you left off. You see the right, where Lothos left a long time ago that you guys saw,
Oh, that's right.
and then you see the path that goes straight up, and then it comes to a left.
What are you
I don't-
thinking?
Am I thinking? Well, you know what I'm thinking. I think left.
Do we have any rope or something?
Although,
Can we labyrinth this?
By the way, when you guys are walking by a little further than you normally did, you actually see more statues. Some statues are of bald, kind of short people that kind of look similar to Lily, but they're bald. And they're completely petrified. You see what it looks like they have ornate armor, leather armor on, and some look like they have crossbows and short bows on their back, and the other ones have like short swords with daggers, and just a couple, but
It looks
nothing.
like it could be like an adventure party that came from.
It looks like it could have been an adventuring party or a trolling party. Patrolling party, you don't know. Being with your nature on this,
Too long to make another set of antidote, though.
which miraculously you now know a lot about the Underdark, which is kind of funny. Go ahead and roll an intelligence check with advantage.
Near-death experience, like
Just you.
That's how Call got his power.
I think you should just. I think for the rest of this maze, you should wear a mask over your eyes.
Wow.
Bad rolls?
Garbage.
Do you want like different dice or?
I mean, I'm open to suggestions.
Dude, I got like a whole.
Do you have your own dice?
Yeah.
How many do you have?
The one.
I have 2 sets.
You have 2 sets. So what I do is I have 3. I roll the 3, and whatever one I got the highest on is the one I keep.
No one's like cooperate.
No, you do that before you start
No,
playing.
before it's like a test
It's a
run
test
for
run.
your dice.
So,
But what did you get on? What did you get on your
There's
dice?
first a 4, then a 5. No, I'm looking at my modifier right now. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, it's okay. So you got a 4 and a 5. So 5 is going to be your plus.
Yeah.
Would you guys feel better if I casted Pass Without Trace on us?
That'd be awesome.
Intelligence. I have a +2. That's gonna be 7. for intelligence.
7. You really can't tell what these creatures are. You know that they're gnomes of some sort. You just don't know what kind of gnomes they are. You never really seen these gnomes before. They're a little bit more like. They're a little bit more. How do I put it? brawnier, more squared face, not so elegant looking and fragile. A little rough around the edges, yeah.
Is one named Nim with a big fat ass?
Allie can roll, sure. Thank you for asking. Good for.
Sorry.
Allie tells you guys, well, it looks like these are deep gnomes.
Oh no.
They are from they're from the Underdark. They're mainly gem miners, and they're actually the race that runs the city of oh gosh, I know it, Blingington.
I like that. Remember that.
Should we keep press on?
Can I make a perception check on the Underdark gnomes that we see and see if they have any mining equipment on them?
Sure.
Not the worst. 12.
12. You do see some mining equipment on them. You see one having a pickaxe. You see the other one having a shovel. But it's just like one thing. They look still pretty armed. So it looks like they're here exploring and seeing what they can find, to your assumption.
So
but
they're
everything's
prospecting,
petrified.
they're prospecting, not mining.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
I'm gonna
Well, where he
cast
said there's
Pass Without
instructions
Trace.
for Matt's
So
character.
if you guys stay within 30 feet of me, it's a little sneakier. So
I just have one thing to say.
yeah.
So, our friend went in that direction. Well,
Friend?
maybe not friend. Traveling companion?
I'll take it.
Traveler.
That
Okay.
seems accurate.
I normally really don't care, but for some reason I feel like there might be something going on in that direction. Considering that it's totally not the direction I want to go in, but just saying. But if you guys don't want to, I really don't care.
Anybody got a take on that?
We don't much have to leave, so.
I'm staying by Lily.
Yeah.
I poke my head up and I say from Kane's neck,
It seems like you've been good choosing which direction to go, so maybe we'll defer to your
Cat-like
preference.
senses.
Just saying. So I'll let you guys want to do.
Can I make it?
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not picking anything because honestly,
What do you
that
want to
sometimes I really
investigate?
don't care.
Just an easier route. I don't know. Like, what do you-
So basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to figure out what's the easiest and less dangerous route.
yeah.
This would be a survival check.
Smell check.
You are fired with your dice.
It's not gonna work. Just-
You don't see an easier path.
Okay.
We'll just put it at that.
They're
No,
both
no,
dead ends.
there's the one. So.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you don't see an easier
Well,
path.
hey, hold on,
We
hold
look
on.
behind
I
us
just
and we tell you that way.
Did you roll that pink die?
No, I rolled the other one.
Oh god.
He is Will Wheaton right now, just rolling all
So
those
are we
ones.
we're trying to pick on off of survival and where we're gonna go, right?
Basically, which is the most less dangerous path?
So
Which one's the easier route
can
to
I take
go?
a perception check
gonna
to
roll.
see, like, if it looks like there's a lot of traffic in one direction and not so
This
much
would be
in another?
survival.
So, can
Go
I do
ahead.
that?
We'll have you go ahead.
You just broke it.
14.
13,
14.
14. You both look at each sides and get your own perspective. The way you think about it is they have foot traffic. Some are from the Basilisk. Some look like they're regular footprints, kind of gnomish, judging by Lily's footprints.
I got tiny feet.
Yeah, Illidan. All right.
Oh.
Cool. What's up, Illidan?
You fucking look like you. I just need the fucking horn.
Oh god.
That's freaking. Hey, wait, hold on. That's copyright.
Bird box.
Yeah. Lift that up, young man.
Hey, young man.
There you go. You are no longer.
No, it's still
ill man.
Rambo.
Yeah.
You are no longer ill man.
The way I think about it is, I think about gymnastics.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought we just.
What's that? Aerobics class?
No. I think
Jazzercise?
Jazzercise?
carrot top, but like jazzercise.
Yeah.
Because you got that curly hair like him.
Okay. So which direction do you want to go? I think we should go left. Let's go left.
I agree.
Left? I think we're
Richard
right.
Simmons.
All right.
I thought we had established that.
You want to go right or left?
I mean, I just say we try to
You are
head toward.
navigating.
Are you asking me?
So which direction we see?
Are you asking me?
Footprints?
Yeah, technically,
That's
technically,
the-
Allie's the navigator along with you.
Yeah.
No, not this roll.
Well, Allie
Because
can determine.
we already know the answer to mine, and it's really conflicted
You
right
wanna
now.
weigh in on this?
Well, judging by these tracks and everything, I think it'd be best if. I mean, left seems to be coming a bit easier for us, but I do have to admit we did hear those voices or those sounds coming from the left straight ahead yesterday.
The noob?
So maybe we should avoid that.
Yeah.
She was wrong last
Let's
time.
avoid that.
She was wrong last time.
I'm pretty sure I heard them coming from that direction.
Can we do like a roll check on that?
Yeah, I'm going to insight her actually.
You want to
I'm
insight?
going to insight her. I do not trust her. Ooh, 16.
There it is.
She's honest. Completely 100% honest
That bitch.
and sincere. She overhears you and it's like, you're so rude. I'm just trying to get out of here and trying to help you out.
And I'll just come behind her and be like, it's okay, Allie. He's a little weird.
Thank you. She's a halfling.
Yeah, is
So,
she halfling?
yeah, she's right next to where Lily is.
I
So
just give her a little pat.
I'm like tall for a gnome too, like 3'4".
Okay, the right it is. Let's go right.
Like that to do with
It was his gut instinct. She's saying right. Let's go right.
all right. So do we all want to roll stealth as a party?
Plus 10.
Plus, passes out a trace,
So
right?
it's
Pass without a trace, so you get all plus 10 added to on top of
Holy
it. So-
It's your whatever your plus is for your stealth normally, you whatever you roll.
Well, why am I
plus 10.
rolling then? I'm stealth.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I have to roll
Alright,
some-
so-
What do I need to roll? I'm getting a plus 10, and I got a
I
plus.
take the total and then I average it.
So
That's
do I
why.
have to roll disadvantage with chainmail?
Yes.
Oh, me too.
I rolled
I saved my own ass with pass without a trace. I don't know about you guys.
28.
Huh? 28? Okay, Allie got a 28.
13.
So
21.
10.
Yeah, plus 10 to on top of everything else.
Whenever I'm just like doing this, it rolls high.
So what did you roll? 2 and then got 10? You rolled a
Yeah,
one?
roll a 2.
Okay, so you got
21 for
what?
me.
21? Okay.
So the dude in chainmail is quieter than the.
23
I'm
for
a squeaky gnome, I'm a
Kane.
squeaky toy walking.
15 for.
I'll say you're on top of Kane, so Kane
Oh,
would be
that's
yourself.
19 for me.
19? Okay, so out of the total,
God bless.
you guys were pretty stealthy. You
Oh.
guys make it through. You guys go through. I need everybody
Does it help
to.
with my terrain too? I'm sorry to interrupt, but does
No,
it
no,
help
no.
with my
Yeah, you get
my
advantage.
You're
terrain?
fine. You're
So,
not slowed by this terrain at all.
I think as a party though, let me reread it.
I don't think it's a party. I think it's
I
just
think
generally
I think we're
you.
still chilling.
I think it applies to our party.
What? Pass without trace?
No, the difficult
Just
terrain.
my-
So while we're in his favorite terrain, we're not slowed.
Go ahead.
Is there a palm tree anywhere where I
And
can
I'm
put it
just
on
not
my...
because of land stride from my last level up.
Just as a side note, with my tail as we're walking by, because I'm going to stay in the back, I'm just kind of sweeping everyone's trail away.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay, so how are you sweeping it away?
With my tail.
Okay, so you take your tail
And just very
and
gently, just...
sweep it away as much as you
You're
can.
feather
Yeah.
dusting everyone's little.
Okay. At that point, I need everyone to make a. What's everybody? Well, no. I'm gonna say if you guys are actively looking, everybody that has dark vision, please roll a perception check.
Is there any light anywhere?
So
Very glimpse of it coming from the top, but nothing to where it's gonna help you.
It'll help Kane. I
Or
Googled.
if you want to
So
do
it-
Kane,
they
if you
do
want to do
ambient
Kane, you
light.
can.
Annoying.
Oh!
Chris,
What?
so just to clarify, the group travel doesn't slow in my favorite terrain. So
Okay,
even if we're
cool.
trying to be stealthy, it
Okay.
doesn't slow our movement.
Good to know. Good to know. Okay, so that's a good to know. All
I
right.
had a good combo.
Perception, right? Perception, right?
Yeah.
Yes, perception.
Perception.
13.
13.
Yeah. Average.
A natural 20 for perception.
15 for Kane.
I rolled a 9.
15 for Kane.
Yeah.
All right.
Nine.
We're still
9.
about it.
And I was gonna
What did
use
you get, Lily?
13.
13.
A natural
20 over here. I got 13 too.
Okay, you got 13? Okay, you got a natural 20? Okay, so you guys were looking around and you guys actually managed to see more bodies. You guys see more bodies,
Are they in
different types. Some are, they're all stone. Some are, as you kind of wade through them, you see some are in positions like where they're in the middle of mid-motion going against the wall, just ready to hammer and take whatever and mine this stone. You see others look like they're trained crossbows, look like they were in a fight and they were trying to protect themselves, but they turned to stone. You see many, and it takes you a good couple hours through this maze, and you guys are remaining stealthy and unchecked. Meanwhile,
I'm so scared.
you spot something.
Oh no!
You see this gnome, just small, about half your size, and he's pulling, and in his hand, against the wall, he's reaching for something and trying to pull something out.
Was it one of those?
You don't know what it is,
No, those
but
things on
that's
the
what you
Yeah,
see.
hold on.
I think we got something here, guys. I see
Do we have any more of that potion? Did I use all mine?
90 feet in front of
Yeah.
us.
Hey guys.
90 feet in front of us.
Sorry.
No, about 90 feet in front of us. It's pulling something out of the wall, but I'm not sure what it is.
What color is it?
The gnome?
What are you trying to pull out of the thing out of the wall?
I don't know. I can't see.
Are you yelling
I
at?
think
No, I just
yelling is
kinda-
a very bad idea.
I forgot we don't need a stage. I forgot we don't need a stage
I
whisper.
don't know. I can't see.
Yeah,
What's the color is?
you can talk.
Tell me the screen!
Tell me why you're such a
Yeah, the vision was
I don't want to die.
He doesn't want to die, but he's.
But I thought you weren't
I'll
afraid of
follow
that.
Yeah.
I don't want to die like a bitch!
I'll do pretty display.
Well, if you keep
What's
acting
up?
like
What's up a little bit?
if you keep acting like that, you're going to.
That's my jazz hands leading your way.
Your sight starts to limp.
So are we out of that potion stuff that we used to?
What?
Are we out of the stuff that we used to against him?
Are you out of the stuff?
Yeah,
That you
the-
used
the-
against
the-
him? Like all the residue and everything? Yeah, you're way further.
So can I pick her
So we
up
have
and
nothing
she's
to
using
use
my
to
fire on
breathe.
her
Produce
hands?
hands. Produce
No.
hands.
Kind of give her a shoulder ride.
Yeah, you can give her
Yeah,
a shoulder ride
produce
if you want.
flames. But I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
produce
can kinda
flames,
see
so just,
too.
I'm trying to get
Okay, so
Well,
you kind of brighten. She kind of brightens your way a little bit.
So I'm thinking that maybe we should gently move this guy out the way and maybe pry that thing out the wall.
I think maybe we should take a look to it first.
What's that?
I think we need to find out what happened to him first.
We know exactly what happened to him because this guy turned into stone, just like you. See, what happened was, if you want me to break it down, what happened was there was Basilisk. You were the only one that didn't put a mask on, and then you saw them, and then you turned to stone. That's pretty much what happened to this guy. Just saying. That's being dick. Kind of. But I'm gonna really try not to.
So can I kind of just push my way up with her so I can see it?
Yeah, so you see it. You see the exact same thing. You see this, and you see
So can I-
you see this gnome like reaching in.
Can I take a good look at what he's reaching for?
Is it something that we recognize?
You would have to.
Because I
Nobody
got-
that you recognize
Because
because
I
you never
got
met.
her
No, the stone.
lighting up the area.
The
The stone that he's trying to pull out,
you don't know if it's a stone.
or whatever it is that he's going for. Is this something that we recognize?
You go ahead. You really can't. Go ahead and kind of investigate and
So I
see.
got her with me with the fire hands.
Okay. I'll say
Let you do
it.
it.
I'll say it. It's kind of you bend over a little bit and you got. It looks like he's trying to pull out
I'm a desk man.
some sort of box,
Oh.
and it looks like a metal box of some sort. Because when you see the flame kind of hit it, it just shines ever so gently.
Plus,
Looks rustic and old, but whatever it is, it's not petrified.
Does it look like it might have magical properties?
You don't know.
I'm just kidding.
does it got eyeballs?
And I did not take detect magic.
I mean, I can wait if you want. I can.
Do you want to take a closer look at this thing before we mess with it?
Are you talking to
I
me or
mean,
her?
yeah, I think everyone. Yeah.
Me?
Just rip it
I
out.
would think that. I think we should take a good look at what we're looking at before we. Maybe there's no booby traps. Make sure there's no traps or
Ellie
anything.
just kind of points it out. Looks like an old box that he's pulling out. Maybe somebody buried something here a long time ago, but that's pretty much it.
Check it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out.
I don't think it's a time capsule. I don't think anybody from the Underdark really does that kind of stuff. Even with their kids, I think they're really
look for
They
traps.
give no shits.
I mean, hey, you know what? I'm just because I'm a little high strung right now, I'm gonna check to see if there's any traps or anything around this thing.
Okay. Roll for an investigation.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh. 11.
You don't think it's trapped?
You don't. I don't like that. You don't think it's trapped. That's just like.
Hey, no matter
I know.
your character thinks it's not
Kane,
trapped.
Kane and Call are 50 feet back.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna step back and I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna say, I don't think it's trapped. What do
Close
you
my eyes.
Go for it.
I get off of them. I'm not dealing with this crap.
You hold the light.
Yeah, I'm just like. Ah!
Alright, so go ahead and...
So he's
What are
walking
you doing?
away, and I'm like, if he's walking away, I don't think I want to touch this.
Okay.
You guys
I don't
said
think it's
babies.
trapped.
Anybody want to have the
Did you
ball?
say that out loud? No, did you say that out loud?
What'd you
You
say?
said you guys are such babies.
Well, then why don't you go for it and pull it out, Mr. Stoner?
And I'm gonna walk back like.
Can you
30
catch
feet.
thing pretty well?
I've got pretty good reflex on things, I guess, because I'm a cat.
Can I try to throw him a bit off?
Sure.
Oh, I have a whip! I have a whip from the sex dungeon.
Just
stuff.
remember...
Oh wait, and I have that shield.
Oh, the sticky shield!
I have the sticky shield.
Yeah, just use it.
I'm just gonna let you know. So here's the imagery on this. Here's the imagery on this. So the guy's mining out a wall, and he's reaching inside the wall, and you guys spot a little box inside the wall. He hasn't pulled it out yet. How are you gonna grapple that with a whip?
Wait, is
Well,
that
I already
right?
said it. We should gently move this guy out the way, because I really don't want to
If
break
that's what
him.
you're gonna do,
Yeah, I guess I'll walk.
For the love of God, people! I'm running up. I'm gonna gently pick the dude up and just move him to the side and then grab the fucking box.
all right. So here's what you do. You go up and you're like,
As opposed.
okay, 40 pounds. Move to the side, and when you do, it pulls the box out with it in his hand.
I told you, I think.
I'm going to.
Couldn't do any
Hang
better
on,
than
I
that.
gotta roll something for the. I need to roll a character.
I have dispel magic.
Hang on.
Oh, he's rolling a character thing.
I
He's
am.
alive or
He's petrified, like you were.
is that fine, but
Boom! His hands off.
You just broke the thing's hand off. He wasn't even touching
You
it.
guys are mad at me! His mammoth killed like 10 people! I'm opening the box.
Yeah, but he's just awkward. He's a dick.
Actually, I don't see it. My eyes are closed.
You nearly killed him with that fucking ass of it!
As he's talking, I'm reaching in and grabbing whatever's in the
Hey,
box.
hey, hey, this is mine!
You can't open the box. The box is locked.
You still fucking need me.
What is it locked with?
It looks like it's a box, but inside it looks like it has its own internal lock, like a keyhole or something.
Yeah,
like it
just give it
should.
to him. Just give it to him. Cal, remember the last time I broke a box?
I want half.
Okay,
Breaks the box in half.
that's fine. Because you were the only one brave enough to stick your hand in there.
Well, he moved the box.
Wait, hold on, before we do that. Let's just say it.
No! We're wasting too much time! Open the thing! I want loot! This is bullshit!
Anything we get, we all share.
Hell no!
We're all taking the
Wait,
risk.
hold on.
What do you mean you all took
What do
the
you
risk?
mean you're all taking the rest? He stuck his hand in there to grab it. You all backed the fuck up. I'm the one that's unlocking this goddamn thing.
And who's gonna pick your ass up when you fall down because that thing detonates?
Me! Open it!
His mount.
And you guys hear hissing in the distance.
Oh my god.
Holy shit, we need to hurry up. Okay, what am I rolling against to open this thing up?
simultaneously, can I do an investigation check to see if there's any...
I'm losing my
It's not
shit.
you're more perception.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll perception. So you're gonna roll for the thieves tool it out.
To unlock it.
Okay, so go ahead, use your thieves tool. So it's gonna be your dex
We need to get the fuck
plus
out
your
of
proficiency
Proficiency into.
No, just Dex.
because you have thieves tools.
Dex and proficiency.
Oh, that's not what
15.
13.
my
From the
dex
area you
was
heard the hissing, you don't really see anything right now.
18.
Plus 3.
You don't spot anything.
21.
21. You take your lockpicks, and he's holding it, and you
Where is it? Myself.
snaps, and it opens. It opens ever so slightly.
What do you see?
I pointed away from him.
Okay. You flick it up. As you flick it up, I need everybody to roll. Okay, hold
I'm not
on.
looking at it. I'm not looking at it.
I was 30 feet away.
I wasn't really looking. I was just asking anybody because I could have closed my eyes.
Everybody but Cal and Kane and Allie, roll a d100.
Oh, beans.
Holy shit! Oh, okay.
49.
So it's what is it?
Did I find another?
It's what is it? 100 and what?
It's a d10. It's two d10s. One d10 has the 2 digits. The other d10 has the single digit.
This one right here, right?
Yeah, so that would be your 10 spot.
53, 70,
So 55?
Six.
Is that 6?
65.
65.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't roll.
Okay. You didn't roll. Lily.
49.
49. Okay. And
57.
57. Okay. So, as you flick it open,
Oh, God.
you see the basilisks all of a sudden start to appear from the distance. When they appear, you flick it open and this green light illuminates. When you see this green light, it freaks out the basilisk, and the basilisk split the other way. And it just slither away at this
My eyes are
time.
closed. Like right now, I'm not seeing any of this
When
crap.
it does, it opens up, and this round spear, same color as the other kind of
Green.
shards and everything, but it's a spear, and it just floats in the air, and it goes straight towards Jinx. It hits your axe, and it hits. What do you have? You have a battle axe and a great axe, right?
Battle axe and
You called it, you're gonna get last.
I have battle axe and a hand axe. Okay, so it hits your axe, and you notice that your axe starts to warp and change with it, and starts to get a little bit different shape. And as you do, you see this axe. Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember because it's been so long. You see the axe actually start to, the center of it starts to shape differently. As you see kind of a skull on one end, a human skull popped out with, and it's weird because the skull pops out and it's just ever so faintly, so it gives it that look, and you see tusks coming out from it, almost like an orc.
Oh,
And then on the other side, you see it. And you also see a skull of a dragon. But in the shape, it's not huge, but it's... And then afterwards, the entire shaft, instead of its like leathered bound and everything, turns into one kind of steel solid structure with one beautiful handle. And the handle is inlaid with dragon scales.
That's sick.
And at that point, the shimmering stops. And when you look at it, you see not a blade of any sort. This blade, it's not a double-sided axe either. The axe itself has one big blade on one side, as the axe has, and the other side of the axe has a point that shivers off as another blade. It's a big, giant axe. So now you have this, for right now, I thought I brought it with me, but I didn't. But it is actually a +1 axe. I'll give you more specs on it later. So, but this is your axe.
Awesome. Thank you.
Is there anything else in the box?
You actually see a couple other things in the box.
I want them.
You see about 5 copper coins. Hey, I'm not done yet. You're
Okay.
gonna tell.
Okay.
Hold on, sucker.
I'll split it.
You see about 5 silver pieces
2 gold balloons.
and 7 gold pieces.
That's all that's in there?
That's all that's in there.
I chopped.
It's a small box that was holding a spear, and there was a little bit of change in the extra.
I chopped off.
I was giving you a little bit extra.
A man's arm for this. Damn it.
So,
Not bending, right?
I don't think it works like this, but I can try.
I think you can maybe bend his hand.
alright, so at that point,
You want to add some money?
Can I
You
bend
guys-
the arm back on?
huh?
Can I bend the arm back on?
It's the foot. Cute.
It's mostly for fabric and for weapons and stuff like that.
It's stone.
What does it say on the fabrications? It's not fabricated, it's actually mending. What is
Repairs
it?
a single break or tear on an object you touch, such as broken chain link,
A
chainsaw,
break.
key, torn crack, or a leaking wineskin.
Crack. It's not a crack, it's just completely ripped. It's really not.
It takes a little bit, I wanted to try.
So there's no way to really mend the hand back onto this poor.
His hand's gone, okay?
Yeah, his hand's pretty gone. If he ever does get unpetrified, he'll be bleeding out.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I mean,
He's all excited about that.
Wait, so he's dead regardless.
Yes. Well, no, he's not dead regardless, right?
I just
You do it anyways. So you push him down, and as he falls,
Oh God.
let's see if he.
Can we get the fuck out of here now?
You push him down, and he just stays intact.
Good man. Let's go.
So at that point, you guys manage to venture out, and you venture out throughout the catacombs and throughout the maze. You actually manage to. It takes you another hour, but no signs of basilisks, no sign of. Just no sign of any hostility whatsoever. Not that you can see, not that you can hear.
It's too quiet.
At that point, you come across a stairway leading upward, and this is basically the part where the end of the maze kind of stops. You see this, just like the other one, instead of a straight up lift, a straight up climb to get where you were before at the beginning, it's kind of an incline, where it's almost like a stairs.
Let's do this.
So you guys climb the stairs, and you see this big ass heavy metal door embedded in stone. And at the base of it, you see 3 guards there. Both, or all 3, are wearing, I would say, leather armor with light crossbows. They stand about 3 foot to about 3.5 feet tall, and
No, I'm sorry.
they're bald.
Dark rose.
They have very dark skin, grayish dark skin. Their eyes are very pale, and at the same time, they look like they have little satchels right next to them. And as soon as you guys step out, they look at you and they point at you with their crossbows, and they start speaking to you.
So I'm gonna just hold up a hand, like non-threatening,
Okay?
and then I'm gonna look at Jinx and be like, let's talk to them.
Okay.
Maybe tell them we're not a threat.
I cast resistance on myself.
You cast resistance on yourself.
I go
They
stealth.
start getting a little panicky when they see you cast the spell.
I go stealth.
Oh, you go stealth? You just stay there and stealth?
He Homer Simpsons into the bush.
I go hide somewhere. They don't see me.
Guys, relax.
They don't see me. They don't see me. They don't see me. I'm gonna hide over here.
Stealth check with disadvantage.
Just relax.
By the way, Pass Without Trace is still activated.
It's only an hour.
It's okay, fine. So stealth check at disadvantage.
Do I need to relax? Should I roll?
Relax. Just relax for now. Let
Alright, I'll
Jinx talk to
relax.
them.
You hear them speaking. Who speaks gnome?
I see no. I am no.
You hear them speaking to you, and they say, which no other language that you guys can hear, but Lily can hear. You hear them going, "Who's there? Who's there?"
Friend, gnome, and other big things.
You're
But they're
not
home
gnome.
friends.
You're a surface gnome.
Well, you think I chose to be this way?
Good point. Who are you? Where did you come from, Miss?
Well, you see, we. Let's write quite a long story, really. See, we came up on the surface, as you can see, and then we were kind of kidnapped.
I'm bored. No one to hear.
Ask if they speak common.
Do you speak anything other than gnomes for these plebeians?
We speak Underdark.
Okay, Jinx. They speak Underdark.
Well, we undercommon. Yeah.
Yeah, it's undercommon.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna give it to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You both are on right now.
Hey, only you guys I can understand what this.
we were running away from basilisks and mushroom
But I don't
people
want to
that
get
want
shot
to
by
kind
that
of.
thing, and I really don't feel like cutting somebody's head off right now. So.
Oh, I want to.
Yeah.
I don't have my notes.
Unless they spell Kelvin.
Okay, so he goes like this and he starts speaking to you in Underdark. What are you doing here?
We're gonna hear on the business of it. I don't even remember the name of the demon.
Zagatomi or
Zagadona.
Zagatomi.
Zagat, fine.
We don't want her coming here. We have problems of our own.
We don't either.
More problems.
She's
I
trying.
can't understand this.
I mean,
Can you ask someone that speaks common?
Can we kill
Find someone
them?
that speaks common so we all can just talk to somebody.
I asked them what else they speak. They said undercommon. That's the only other thing they speak. Other than no. I mean, she kind of wants to kill us, so we're not the biggest fans, and the one who made the deal kind of ran out on us. So, hey.
He doesn't want to
Yeah,
kill me.
yeah.
I'm not scared about you.
She doesn't want
I'm not gonna
to
deal with
kill
you.
me.
They're saying that we're
Just saying.
not quite welcome.
So
It's
that's
like,
what's behind the
Yeah,
Yeah.
where they guarding?
what?
The city, I'm guessing.
Ask them.
So,
Is the city behind here, man? I mean, we've been running from basilisks like for the last day.
Or so.
So? Don't care. Don't care.
What's your problems in there? Maybe we can help.
I will destroy them.
Roll persuasion.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh, nope.
That's a one. Unnatural one.
let me use my inspiration to give her a reroll.
Okay, you get a reroll.
7.
6. I'm a -1 on persuasion.
Why do we have the socially awkward one doing this?
As I'm
She's
speaking,
the only one I can
Okay,
talk
hold
to.
on.
I have
Hold on.
perception.
They go up and they go. And they put their crossbows away.
Wow.
They rolled a 2.
What are you?
At that point, they tell you, you can help with oozes?
With
What?
We have ooze problem.
oh fuck no!
You can't understand this.
Oh,
Yeah, you
are
can't
you-
understand
damn
this, man.
You don't know that.
Translate.
They have an ooze problem.
Ooze?
Oh fuck no!
What are the oozes?
It sounds tasty.
Lily, can you ask them if anybody speaks Elvish or Common?
You guys
or
only speak
Draconic?
Gnomish and like Undercommon, yeah?
And can you
right?
also
Yes,
ask? And can
that's
you
the
also,
whole
wait,
thing.
hold on. Can you also ask him how the ooze tastes?
How long have you been having the ooze problem?
We've been having the ooze problem for many years. Many years.
Oh shit, man.
We just finally want to get rid of it.
Oh. Well, we can like try to check it out, I guess.
How does it taste?
No.
Ask them if we can buy supplies. Like food. Because I'm tired of eating good berries.
Why are you eating only good berries? I got a whole shitload of rations over here if you want some.
It's either mushrooms or good berries. Pick
Lily
one.
starts having a panic attack.
Alright.
Okay.
So the one starts speaking to you and goes,
What is this problem? Nate?
No. They put him away. Why are you holding it up?
huh?
She put it down.
No, sure. Calm down there. The other ones go up and they ask you, they basically tell you, we've had no problem for a long time.
What is the problem? What is this problem?
Ooze problem attacked the city. Ooze has come down and come from up in the maze up front. One of our old kings was up there, and now he's the king of oozes. But he sends oozes down here to hurt people.
What if I licked the ooze off him? It would help him? So what if I licked the ooze off him? Would it help him?
Are there any ooze weaknesses that you know of? Or you just kind of let them...
No, it burns everything, dissolves everything.
Are they the only guards of the city?
Now, no.
You help us. We'll let you in.
How many guards are there?
I just want to know how the ooze tastes. Can anyone tell me that, please?
And I would like,
Will they let us in and we can get some funding for
I mean, we can try to help you. Is that worth something?
mushrooms?
No, we want for sure you to help, but we're not letting you in.
Jinx.
Yes.
Jinx.
I mean,
Can
I
you
say...
ask him how it tastes?
How many
I mean, if mushroom people are already kind of following us, at least we're behind that. We get rid of that.
But wait, hold on.
Wait, who did
Wait,
you
hold on. I got an idea. I got an idea, the cat. The ooze dissolves shit and burns shit. What if we use that on the mushroom people?
What is
How do we
Zakatomi?
get the ooze?
Zakatomi wanted us to kill something, didn't she? Because like her children were dying. What if it was because of the ooze?
Oh, shit.
We gotta channel them out of there.
God, you're right.
I think we are supposed to.
Who's
We're
right?
already under contract, but what if it's the ooze? Because she said everything's her children.
I don't care. Are we gonna go left or what?
Trying to kill?
No, because Zakatomi, we're already under contract to like.
To solve her problem, where her children are dying.
But we only got like a head start, so
Wait,
it's
hold
not
on.
like,
Her children are the no. Wait, hold on. The mushroom people are her children, right? We're not fucking with my girlfriend.
So we have to help the little things.
Fucking
Hey!
Lord.
Hey!
They're
Slap you on your shin because I'm
I wasn't sure we were going to die when it separated her head from
Wait, hold on. So they're only having problems with the ooze people. We're not really technically having problems with the mushroom people because my girlfriend controls the mushroom people, and we're helping her. So therefore, all we need to do is take care of the ooze.
I just want to know.
So tell me, I just want to know one damn thing. Can you guys, either one of you, ask one question? How does it taste?
You see the fuzzy thing freaking out?
Yeah?
Have you guys tasted the ooze?
No!
Yeah, that's what I thought. They haven't tasted it, you nit.
Why not? Bunch of morons.
Are we gonna help them or not?
Yeah.
Yes, we'll help.
Yeah. How many guards are there?
We'll help.
Enough.
You better! Or we'll come and we'll get you.
People, okay?
Do it.
There might be a lot of mushroom people starting to storm the gates.
Don't fuck my girlfriend's people.
Not our fault, but it is our problem.
They look confused at you and they don't know what you're talking about, but they're like, okay.
Okay.
I'll talk to the mushroom people because she's my girlfriend, so they will listen to me.
At that point, one of them goes to the side and they kind of push open a stone and they pull down a lever. And as they pull down the lever, it opens up the heavy gates. And as you can see, it opens up and you can see like these little tiny huts everywhere. As you look here through the gates, you see crystals everywhere just illuminating this place. And these crystals don't look like they're strange crystals, like any different color crystals are all one type of crystal that kind of illuminate.
The illuminating ones are on the walls, right?
Yes. But not different colors, just one color. Almost like a light bulb. Just a bunch of little light bulbs everywhere.
Crazy light bulb.
Not really a smart village. The best way I can describe it is more like the Flintstones.
Okay. But smaller in scale.
A little bit smaller.
Because they're gnomes, right?
Sure. Are you trying to get like... Do you want me to sing the Smurf song, or...?
No, I'm just... I want you to see the lollipop.
He wants to know if he can bring his mount out or not, really.
Like chocolate factory, like Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, what a rough shot.
You don't think that would be, in your decision, after much collaboration, you don't think that'd be a wise idea?
No.
Okay, so are we in the city now?
You are actually in the city, and I think this
Is there anyone in this city that we all talk to?
They said they only spoke.
Is there anyone
Just them. They said
common
only them.
in the city?
not the Rinro.
Okay, that's gonna be fun.
With an 18 in perception, what do these guards have on them? How tough do they look?
They look tough, but they look like standard guards. Not heavy armor, just light armor with light crossbows, daggers, short swords. Nothing too crazy.
They can't carry much. We're 40 pounds.
Yeah, they have like
max.
little satchels on them to carry their belongings and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy.
Noted.
So 2 things I need. Something to eat and a smithy.
Okay. I think this is a good time for us to take a break.
Agreed.
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take about a 15 to 20 minute break, guys. If you guys are watching, thank you for watching us right now.
Continue to watch. We're
Continue
coming
to
back.
watch.
Doesn't mean we're ending. Just please come back.
Yeah.
Or just keep it up. Just keep it up, and then when you hear voices.
Yes.
All right. We're going to be. All right. So we're going to be going in 15 minutes starting from now. So we'll be back at around around like 4:25, around 4:25 should be a good time because it's already almost 4:10. So we're gonna take about a 15-minute break, guys. We'll see you in just a few, 15 minutes.
We gotta pee.
All right, we gotta pee. Hold on a second, I gotta put the.
I need more beer. I think I need to pee too.
I want to subjugate this entire town.
I will cut you and put you into a coma.
That's what we came live to.
Alrighty, we're back, guys. Welcome back to Noobs and Dice. We just got back from our break. We tried to turn off all the lights, and the fan's still on for some reason.
Nothing happened.
Turn that down.
Another wall is coming down.
So you can use a sinus from
Everything's melted. Yeah. Just like everything's
Thank you,
just
sir.
melted.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, so we are
Tell me,
back
sir.
at we are back at Noobs and Dice.
Sir.
As we last left off, they ventured through the maze after curing Dimitri.
Barely.
Dimitri was cured.
No, barely. There was no
Hold on, let
barely.
me just
I rolled
shift the
high.
camera a little bit. There we go. Oh, that works better. Okay. So, actually now I can shift it back. There we go. Alright, so after curing Dimitri, they managed to venture through the maze once again unscathed, and actually managed to find another crystal that was granted to Jinx, allowing them to get a wonderful axe that I will give them specs for in the next game. Also, they managed to actually exit the maze and go to the front of the gates of Blingington, where they were dressed with a hostile crew. After they were dressed, they were granted the quest of destroying the oozes and getting rid of the oozes. They lost their king somewhere in where the oozes lair are, so their job is to now, in granting access for them to go into the city, they must destroy these oozes and get rid of the ooze problem around here. With that, it is now time to continue. So we'll start off once again from the top. I am Chris, Crazy Light Bulb. I'm the Dungeon Master. Let's just start with somebody that's not eating.
Hello, my name is Stefan, and I play Call, the Dragonborn Paladin.
Hello, I'm Jason. I play Elderwin, the Tabaxi Cat. Rogue.
I'm Tatiana. I play Lily, the Druid Gnome.
I'm Dave. I play KOA.
Robert, I'm gonna throw my
Paladin.
I'm Yoshio. I play Half Barbarian.
And I'm Greg. I play Dimitri, and I am the Rager.
And he's alive!
Alright.
And alive.
And Dimitri is alive. Also, just so you know, we have this little tip jar right here. This tip jar, all you have to do is click on it, and you'll be able to go to our link where you'll be able to tip using PayPal to give us any donations that you possibly can. Any donations help us with our sound quality, with our video quality, with our atmosphere. All of the stuff that you donate goes right back to you into the stream.
It's the only way I get paid to go get food.
Yeah, and it helps us to get water and provisions so we don't die of thirst in here and in heat. Also, hopefully one day we can get central air conditioner, because everything you see, everything that we buy, the cameras, the mics, everything is coming out of our own pockets, but we're doing it just to entertain everybody else. So anything and ourselves, because we love playing Dungeons and Dragons. Anything that you guys provide would be just so helpful and so heartwarming to us. We would just appreciate everything that you can do, and thank you for joining us. By the way, our Dragonborn Warlock is not here today. He is actually working, so we have no Lothos. Lothos actually went on his own for the time being, and he actually went off on his own in an angry tantrum. And I believe that's where we left off, with the gates opening and our players entering for the first time of Blingington. What are you guys going to do?
Where do we
find a pub?
Uncle Oreo.
Is it like an actual city, or the big buildings, or is it more kind of like the Kuatoa
Can you find us
ruins we found, and it's just kind of a tent city type deal?
Like I really need
It's a city. there's vendors out in the street and everything. And it's all, some of it's normal sized, like the vendors and everything, but a lot of the houses and the housing structures there are actually meant for, are you talking about the, it's okay. Our scenery is falling apart because
It's too hot!
it's too hot and everything's going to shit right now.
It's too damn hot! Melting!
It's literally 80, it's like probably like 85 degrees outside, but in this like garage, it's like 100 degrees, and we have like AC and fans going on here, and it's just not helping. We're trying to do everything we can to keep ourselves cool, but it's like...
It is currently 89 degrees outside.
Can you do me a favor?
Anybody got a
Can
thermometer?
you find a archer smith or something of the sort?
Archer Smith?
Like a weapons.
Weaponsmith.
Oh, Fletcher?
I need
Fletcher?
a beer. I need a beer, Jinx. Can we obviously
I'm a
sell
rogue.
pub around here? Is that a thing?
You ask these turds.
So, you guys managed to come to the city. You see many different types of people here. You see lots of deep gnomes, of course. You also see some Kurotora here that you've met before. Well, not the same Kurotora, different colors and different people are walking around. You see a couple of drow. Not the drow with the same armor. Some of these drow are more elegantly dressed. Some have fine jewelry. You also see dwarves, a couple types of dwarves. You see a regular dwarf every once in a while. It's a bit scarce, but they are down here. You also see these dwarves with these gray white beards and these white hair and with dark skin, just like the deep gnomes.
So the first dwarf I see, I'm gonna run up to him and be like, "For the love of the gods, please tell me you speak common."
Hey, speak common. What are you talking about?
Oh gods, I need an ale. Where do I find an ale?
You need an ale. Well, ale is just a little bit further down the road. You just go down the street right here, and there should be a tavern to the left. Now, let me tell you, the tavern owner is a bit of a tit, but he'll help you out, right?
Okay. And I just make a beeline for the pub.
You see Kayla making a beeline for the pub.
Guess we're going that way.
First drink, then kill.
Is there can I, who would I talk to? Is there any Dragonborns about?
There's a couple.
Ooh.
Well, no, there's not really any Dragonborn really down here. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
That's wrong. No.
Tiny.
There are. No, there's not even that. No, there's nothing.
No
like
kobolds
that.
or anything?
No, not really. No kobolds in the Underdark.
Oh, I want to find. Can I just kind of wander and on?
Okay.
I want to look for an apothecary.
You want to look for apothecary?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll let you go ahead and roll for a. I'll let you roll for an investigation to see if you can find a local apothecary or ask around and everything. What is everybody else doing? You're going to a pub. Natural 20? Okay. I'll get to you in a second. What is everybody else doing?
I'm heading to the pub right now.
Okay, so we got both Jinx and Kayla to the pub. Dimitri, what are you up to? You're going to stick with Cal. So Cal's going to the apothecary along with Dimitri.
I want to find someone that's. I want to find someone that can modify my crossbow to make it stronger.
Okay, so you're going to the smith. Next is going to be. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Lily?
You're supposed to come with me.
No. Yeah, I guess I'll go with Elderwind so he doesn't get killed or end up in trouble.
Alright, so we got Elderwind and.
We'll go.
Lily going to the smithy, and then we have Kayla, Jinx to the bar, and then we have Dimitri and Cal to the apothecary. And you rolled an natural 20. So, and I need you guys to roll an investigation too to see if you guys can find a smith. Well, you're asking people,
Okay.
so you asked the wrong people.
Okay. I asked small children only.
Did it break something?
Well, actually, that was a 15.
It
It needs to be in the box.
Yeah, it rolled into my dice.
Where did Allie go?
Allie's going to be joining the apothecary.
You sure it has to be in the box?
What?
You sure it has to be in the box?
It has to be intentionally in the box. That's
Well, it was
usually
supposed. It was intentional throw. It just didn't land in the box.
I'm sorry, man.
Fuck.
What was it?
We're wandering through the city at the
12.
moment. Oh,
That's not bad.
All right.
Oh, than that one. I have to be.
It takes you about a couple minutes to ask a few people, but you manage to find somebody that points you out to a smith. Okay, so you guys, you ask around, you find one person that goes,
Voices.png loading.
no, this is, what?
I'm trying to find the voice.
No, it's not trying to find a voice, it's,
How the directions are going to be.
he points that way, because he tries to talk to you and you can't understand him.
Oh shit.
I speak undercommon.
Esther Hockey.
Oh, now you speak undercommon?
Oh, straight up. No, it's
Straight up.
my thing.
Oh,
Like, I didn't know, okay? Like, I was looking. I didn't
You
know.
can just, like, I don't want to talk to anybody.
I know.
I'll let Jinx do all the fucking work.
I'm a quiet guy, you know? Like, let's just sit back
He's
and
self-conscious
observe,
with his
okay?
accent.
Alright,
I'm a quiet guy.
You ask a deep gnome, and the deep gnome goes,
High school.
yeah, the apothecary is down that way. You go that way. It's down that way. Alright, so he points you down, and you guys walk to the apothecary, and apothecary greets you. You see this Durgar woman, and Durgar are actually dwarves, but they have dark skin with very gray white beards, and they
The woman
have,
has a beard?
That's odd.
well,
Yeah.
not the woman.
Oh.
She
I'm
has
like,
a little bit of sideburn,
whoa.
though.
I'm gonna say
She
that's
has
pretty
a little bit of
hot.
a sideburn, curly
I
sideburn.
might rethink my
A little bit of a long, slick back hair. And she
I
goes,
might rethink my goddess.
hi, what can I help you with?
She speaks common?
No, she doesn't speak common, but she's speaking Underdark, and she understands Dimitri.
I don't know.
That's what you would like
I don't know.
to do.
Undercommon. I really don't know.
I'm
Hopefully the person we come across is gonna.
what would she be,
I'll be like,
willing to
maybe,
trade for? I
you
pull
can
out
modify,
my
to
my
be stronger,
vial of the Paladin Super Strength Super Saiyan vial that I've had forever.
Super
What is it?
It's the vial of
What is a
it's the
Super
personal
Saiyan?
growth that I've had for
Oh,
ages.
that allows you to become bigger, right?
Double size and adds D4 to damage, double strength
Yeah.
capacity, yada yada yada.
She goes, she looks at it and she's like, I'll tell you what, I'll give him a little bit of, 500 gold pieces.
My friend, she said she'd give me 500 gold for your potion.
Gives it a little taste.
Tongue.
One fingernail goes like.
What do you think, my friend?
Does she
500
do
gold?
store credit? I would like
Well,
apothecary.
Do you do store credit?
What did you want to trade for these?
Does she have? I'm looking for things that I can improvise healing and for preserving flesh.
She shows you these med kits. Just a standard med kit that basically what you can do. She shows you healing potions as well. Different types. There's like a couple graders, and then there's a good decent amount of healing potions. And on top of that, she shows you the healing med kits. For preserving flesh, she gives you this kind of like gelatinous, like kind of gooey substance that's made for kind of like when you put it on the flesh, it kind of preserves the body from decomposing. It's meant for embalming and stuff like that, but they usually use it for like cows and for meat and stuff
How
like
much
that.
does she have?
How much of that reserve material do you have?
She goes to the back and she pulls out like a crate. And it's a crate about like maybe like 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet wide, 2 feet high. So it's a good sized crate. And she opens it up and you just see like you see it all in there.
Okay. How much are potions?
Potions are 50 gold apiece. So in her turn, she'll be like, yeah, they're about 50 gold apiece to buy all of these. 50 gold.
The woman says 50 gold apiece.
So I'll take 4 potions and the rest of the 500 store credit I want in the preservatives. And I have a bunch of vials that I can fill it up with.
She just gives you the whole crate.
Oh, hell yeah. So I take the crate and then the 4 potions and then we'll call that even and then I'll give her the rest.
What if you got more?
She's happy about that.
Okay.
Sounds like she just.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Alright, so.
Thank you for your business.
No problem, no problem. Did you want anything, dear?
No. You can ask her to
Alright.
help my friend.
Alright, thank you, thank you.
What do the potions heal for?
They are 2d4 plus 2.
Perfect. Sweet. I got 4.
Alright. And you can mark off that potion of growth.
Yep.
At that point, it is, we're going to cut to, not the bar, we're going to go straight to the smith. Sorry, bar comes later. So you guys, it takes about 10 minutes, but you guys actually manage to find the shop, and you actually see this, Duragar dwarf hammering away at what looks like a newly forged sword that is happening. And you can hear it think, think, as he's hammering away. And then you also see the guy at the front that's kind of assisting him is a deep gnome, smaller than him, around 3 feet tall. Younger, kind of slicker look, but still same skin tone as any normal. And he's kind of just sorting out the different materials and the metals. And you kind of walk in, you approach the shop, you actually see many different types of weapons here. You see many different types of just crossbows, short bows, swords, axes, battle axes, hammers, you name it.
So I'm gonna go to the younger guy. The first thing is, do you speak Undercommon? Or do you speak Common? Do you speak Common? Or Elvish?
He speaks gnome.
Hi. What do you want?
Hello.
I'm gonna pull out my crossbow. I'm gonna set it on the table. I'm gonna ask, is there anything that you can do to modify this to make it a badass?
He wants to know how you can hook up the crossbow.
I'm sorry, what does he want?
He wants. Can you he wants it to be quote badass.
Badass?
Yes.
I want to.
You're only hearing squeaks. So.
What's going on?
Basically, you hear like, do not do the same thing.
What's going on here?
You might need to be a little bit more descriptive on what you want.
I want it to hit harder.
He wants it to hit harder.
He looks at your crossbow and yeah, and he goes like this, and he goes, "Uno momento." No.
Yeah. I understand that.
And he pulls off this heavy ass crossbow, and he's like, "That?
I'm a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus."
And it's all dark metallic metal, and this thing is like heavy duty. This is a heavier crossbow. This thing's meant to do a D12.
Oh.
Or no, wait.
Yeah, I think
yeah, it's a D12, I think. So it's bigger and it's heavier.
And what?
I don't think we're proficient in normal crossbows.
Normal crossbows?
I'm pretty sure it's only hand crossbows.
Normal crossbows? No, I've been using a hand crossbow to a normal crossbow.
Do you have anything a little smaller?
My crossbow that I pulled out was a normal crossbow.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He points out to the different weapons. He points out to like a long bow. He points out to a short bow, and then he points out to a light crossbow. Different types. Nothing really to improve. Just to kind of replace it.
It was a light crossbow.
Oh, okay,
Can I use a normal crossbow? Or add a character?
Heavy crossbow?
Whatever the crossbow he just pulled out, the D12.
I don't think so. I think you're only proficient in light.
Yeah.
But you can. I think you're allowed to use. I don't even think you're allowed to use long cross or a longbow either, because you're a straight out rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, short bow and so the light crossbow is the best thing you can use for damage wise.
I'll keep that in mind. Is there anything, is there anything
That you could use.
Is there anything?
Yeah.
You can always go to the shopkeeper down the street and see if they have anything, because they sell magical and gemstones there. You may be able to find something that they made that's magical, that maybe pack a little more punch. Don't know.
How much for the one that you just pulled out?
This one going to be about 75 gold pieces.
Okay, I might have a friend come by later for that. I'm not sure.
Sound good. You send them our way.
What about rapiers?
Any rapiers?
Rapiers? He goes to the Durgar. And he goes back to the back and he looks up and he pulls this kind of wicked looking rapier out. Has like a dark covered handle with a kind of a wicked it's a long thin blade just like any other rapier, but it's a little bit more curved and wicked looking. You can tell it's definitely made from a Durgar standpoint.
You like?
What's the damage on it?
On a scale of a 1
God
to
says
the
it's a
D8.
D8.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's a D8 plus your proficiency in light weaponry.
Then I'm okay.
Should I just be like, what is your favorite color? No?
No. It's fine. Well, I don't know what the fuck he just said, so who cares?
Well, think about it. Thank you.
Alright, so you end up going. So where are you guys just
I guess
leaving
to
it?
the shop.
Let's go
The
to the shop
magic.
and use
Yeah.
Alright. So you guys come across the shop and you actually manage to see a Kuotoa there.
Do you speak common?
Huh. You don't happen to know Gnome, do you?
Elvish?
I guess.
¿Cómo estás, señor? Muy bien.
Is there anything that's I can see that might be of interest to me there?
No hablo, no comment.
I'm asking the DM, not the freaking shopkeeper.
I like no hablo, no comment.
He can't understand a word you're saying.
Does he happen to
No,
know
what I'm saying, I'm actually asking you.
Oh, you're asking
Is there
me?
anything that is visible?
Oh,
I can see
visible?
that it might actually
You
be.
see many different types of things in here. You see knickknacks, and you see beautifully crafted certain rings. You see unique items. You see some certain types of weapons here. Just many different types of things that you can think of.
What about the rings?
You look at the couple rings, and some of the rings look just like they're beautifully made. They have some different types of gemstones in them. And
Is there anything that may have some kind of magical power, or something that might be useful?
I mean, I say we just come back with someone who might have a better chance. Communication?
Fine. We leave.
Adios.
Oh, sayonara!
That's how I feel like at work all the time.
Right?
All right. At that point, so now, so at this point, we're gonna cut over to you guys at this point. So Jinx, Kayla, you go into the bar, and you see this lady coming out. She's actually very beautiful. She's a drow. wearing beautiful red attire, and she actually speaks Common.
Oh, does she speak Elvish?
She does.
So I say to her in Elvish, it's been a long road.
It has been a long road, sir. It has been very long
And
indeed.
I would love
To lay the pipe on you.
glass.
A glass? A glass of ale. How about the tankard of ale? Yeah, tankard.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and have a
Sorry,
seat, and
it's been a while since I
go ahead and I'll have a seat, and I'll have my waiter come by and serve you.
Can this be
Is
at this
it-
time when we catch up?
No, because you guys, because this is all happening at the same time.
Meanwhile,
So you guys, take a seat, and she goes and talks to somebody, gets to you, tankard, and you see this familiar-looking person coming by, and he's serving you ales. What the fuck are you assholes doing here? He goes by and he tosses you ales, and
For him, he got a job.
he just walks away. And he goes,
He got a job.
let someone else know if you need anything else. He starts going, he starts waiting tables.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so
Had to bring him in some way.
apparently he's gonna ignore me, so I'm gonna signal the lady again.
Yeah.
And
Then he comes up to you. Hello, how can I be of service to you?
yeah, sorry, I know that asshole, so he's not gonna work out for us.
Yes, he is a bit rough around the edges, but he gets his job done. He's a very good cook.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes.
Speaking of cooking, do you have anything here that is not a fucking berry
Or a mushroom.
or a mushroom?
Yes, we have many different types of things. We have different types. We have of meat and everything, but we don't have the typical meat as you do on the surface area.
Is it
We,
edible?
yes, it is very edible. If you don't want to know, I suggest you don't ask, and we'll give you the meat.
That sounds great.
Okay. By the way, the whole meal itself is going to be around a silver piece for each of you. So that's so here we go. She goes back.
So it's
While
like this
you're
huge.
here,
Yes, of course.
where can I find a blacksmith?
The blacksmith is actually down the street on the other end. They are known for making very durable weapons. Not very elegant elvish weaponry,
What
but
armor?
armor. They do some armor over there, but you need to ask them a certain way. If you need to ask them to see if they are a little bit more interested in that area. Trying to.
Turn it up.
So I'll give her
I don't want
2
to overflow
silver.
the mic.
Well, I can barely hear it from right here.
So you said
That's the point. It's background music.
That's fine.
How much was it for the meal?
It's going to be 2 silvers total.
Okay, so I'll give her 3 silver.
Okay. Oh, thank you, sir.
Thank you for the information.
Yes, of
And
course.
as soon as the drink comes, I just slam it.
All right, you
And
slam
I
it.
eat the food as fast as I can.
Okay, go ahead and roll a
Virgin
Constitution
for you.
check for that slam.
come on and slam. And welcome to.
Oh shit.
What'd you roll? Why are you looking at the phone? Look at your character
rolled
sheet, man. It's
shit.
right there.
It's outdated. Constitution saving throw, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, great. That's a
4.
that's a 6.
6. So at this point,
It's just one glass.
yeah, but you try to chuck it, and when you chug it, you choke on it a little bit, and you just like cough some of it up, and then you immediately go back and do it again. So, I'm guessing, are you chugging it too, or?
I'm just gonna take my time with it. That's
Okay, you're just taking your time with it, enjoying it. It's a little bit, it's a little bit bitter than what you're normally used to. It doesn't have a fluid, it's very harsh. It's more like, it's probably Heineken is close to what it kind of is. A little bit stronger and thicker though. So, at that point, I'll say that you guys go to the tavern and you guys join in. What are you guys doing? You have a crate of,
So hold on. As we walk
preservative
in,
and bombing preservative.
do we recognize the guy that's working there?
When you walk
Yeah.
in, you recognize the guy. He's not. You recognize him. It is Lothos. He's not wearing his cloak. He's actually has his. He's not wearing his cloak. He's wearing his normal just like his normal clothing and everything, just kind of helping out. He still has his gauntlet on, because he hasn't taken that off, and he still has his monocle on. He's sitting there taking orders and everything, and he's pocketing tips when he can.
I know, right?
He looks at you, and he's all like,
glorified busboy now.
so your fuckers lived.
Yes, we did, without your fucking help.
He walks away, and he just goes back, and he starts going to the back and getting food.
I'm gonna go and after I'm done with that, I'm gonna see these guys, and I'm gonna go over there and sit with them.
Okay, so you go sit with them. Are you guys doing the whole meal bit too and everything? Or?
I don't know. Is there a waitress?
I'm fine with
Yeah, there's a waitress.
Oh, just a saucer of milk for me.
Milk?
Yes, please.
What is milk?
I'm a fucking cat. You don't know what a milk is?
We do not serve
Need a bar
milk
fight over
in the
milk.
Do you have water?
Yes, we have water.
We'll have some water, please. A saucer of water, please.
Sure. Okay. So she goes back.
Wait, hold on. It better not be in a cup. It better be in a saucer.
I don't care.
Please.
Yes, sir.
Please and thank you.
She goes back and she comes out with 2 plates of, or 2 saucers of water.
Well, okay. This is fine.
Did you want anything to eat while you are here?
I'm fine.
You're fine? No, nothing to eat?
I'm fine.
Okay, so at that point,
Can I ask her?
I apparently also drink
I heard
from the
there's a booze
saucer.
problem around there.
Why don't
oh
you
yes,
I
the
said
civil
two,
brethren
she did
have had lots of trouble with the oozes around here. They come to take away and they snatch people and they drag them into the further down into the catacombs across to the way.
What language is this in?
Common.
Oh, so I understand. Okay. So, mama.
And at that point, it's just random attacks in the middle of the city. And usually when someone is taking it is, they usually don't come back, unfortunately. And and apparently they have sent people there, and it is still not.
They never come back?
They have not come back actually. That's why they stopped sending patrols and they started sending more like bounties and hirers to go in instead, rather than take care of their own, rather than release their own.
So who's responsible for setting up these bounties?
That would be the head of the guard and the town, basically I'm trying to think of it out again. It's not like a mayor or anything. It's something like a village. No, not a village, idiot. There we go. The
Village elder?
The elder of this town tends to determines the payment.
Can you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
Just bear with me. Can you get the one that's high on the food chain, maybe the most important person here? Can you bring them here for me, please?
I cannot do that, sir. I do not have the power to do that. You have to go visit
do you
them
know
on
someone
your
that
own.
can?
Huh?
Do you know someone that can?
No.
Well, okay, so can you just bring someone here? Do we have to go to them? I'm drinking my water. Although it's not really great. Okay, fine, we'll go to them. Thank you for your help.
No problem.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on.
Yes.
Because I'm such a nice kitty cat.
Okay.
Here's 2 gold.
Oh, thank you so much. She scratches you behind the ear. You are such a sweet, whatever you are.
You know, we're not really sure either.
Then she just goes, thank you so much. And then she goes upstairs and she immediately puts the 2 gold away in her personal. And then
You guys think I'm an asshole.
At this point, we cut off and we go to both you and Dimitri, Cal and Dimitri. What are you guys doing now? You're sticking with Dimitri with this crate of embalming fluid, gelatin substance. What are you doing?
I need to go find a place to buy and sell weapons and a place that can make me a saddle for Kane.
buy and sell weapons. By the way, Kane's with you, isn't
Yes,
he?
yes.
Okay.
I'm a sight.
Yeah.
Behold.
Yeah, you are. You're super fantastic.
So fantastic. I'm gonna tell you.
So you ask around. I'm just going to skip the whole rolling process.
Sure.
You ask around, and eventually you do find out where the blacksmith is. You come across this gnome. Duragar, same place as last time.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
And you go there, and you see this gnome. Gnome speaks Undercommon to you. Hopefully that you understand. What do you need?
Well, I think my friend is looking for a saddle
And a knife.
a knife.
Knife we got. She pulls out daggers and stuff like that, and different types. Ones are wicked looking, some are basic.
What's the one that she sells? He?
It's a he.
What's the one he sells the most of?
He puts out this basic knife, and he says, "This is the one sorry, transitioning from voices. This is the one I sell the most."
This is the best seller.
His.
I take my long sword that I never use and my club that I never use, and I offer it to trade.
He says
They-
he wants to give you
They immediately take it, and then they give you the 2 daggers, right?
So I'll take 2.
Yeah, they'll give you 2 daggers. So that's 2 daggers.
What is the point of this?
In time. What about the saddle? Can they do anything for my friend here?
I'm supposed to know if you have any saddle for
We do have a saddle. We have saddle right here. Pulls off a saddle and goes, "Where's your horse? I'll make sure it's to size." Or riding thing.
She wants to know where the horse
I bring her out and show her Kane.
He.
I bring him
God, why are you
out.
assuming his gender? No.
I'm translating anyway.
Okay, so
I don't know undercommon pronouns.
all right, so he tells you, can you put it on him just to make sure it works? So you do that. You put it on, and it fits very nice, boss.
How much?
It's actually in the player's handbook. If anybody can check that out,
Oh,
it
daggers?
should say a saddle.
Oh, saddles.
Saddle.
It should be in riding equipment. So I'll let you do that. Is there anything else you needed while you're doing that?
Once I find the price, I'm going to ask them to modify the saddle and to make
How do you
me
want them to
something.
modify it?
I want it with a bunch of carrying capacity.
Okay, so like a pack mule.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be. That's not too hard.
Okay.
They probably already have that already.
And I want a bigger backpack.
You want a bigger backpack?
Yes.
You may have to go to a different trading kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to go to like a different general trader.
Okay, well then I'll just talk
Because this
to
is
the
more of a
saddle.
blacksmith where they make stuff
Okay.
and everything. So the
So
saddles are fine.
Okay, the saddle's fine. Okay.
What kind of arrow points do you have? The ones that deal extra damage or special?
We have many different types. Many different types. We have this one, which is the Durban, or the Durgar. As you see, this one's kind of a wicked one. It looks like the end is pointed but very thick, and instead of like a regular arrow point, it's like a cross arrow point.
Oh, saddlebags. Okay.
So it's like this, basically. So it's very wicked. The other one is they have a drow, a kind of a drow, which is a little bit more curved, a little bit more thin, beautifully made. But they don't have a lot of those. They have some basic bolts, some basic arrows that are just plain and generic. But the most ones that they have is the arrows that are made from the Duragar standpoint.
What would be the advantages? Like, honestly,
There's really no advantages. It's all just cosmetic at this point.
It is going to be for a military saddle. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to be 20 gold, and then I want like 3 or 4 saddlebags that I'm going to line with my own stuff, so I can put all my preserving stuff in. So it's going to be
Okay,
like
so that's going to be
35.
Yeah, I would say 35 is fine.
Can I give them? I pull out what I think is 35 gold worth of the rubies and sapphires I have found. Do they take that? Yeah. So I take I know I have probably 50 gold worth, so I take the better half of 2/3 ish, and I hold them out, not showing that I have more.
Okay.
How much do I get away with?
Okay. What do you think? You gave him, you think you gave him 35? And he hands him out, he'll be like, perfect. And he'll accept it all.
How much did I give him?
You gave him 60.
Oh! I don't have 60.
How much do you have?
I have 50.
Okay, then you took all of it.
Cool. That works for me. And I'm going to, while he's getting his arrows, I'm going to be taking all my pots and pans and that kind of thing, and filling up the embalming fluid and putting it in the saddlebags.
The embalming fluid in the saddlebag?
No, in my jars, because I have all my alchemy shit. So I'm putting as much.
What did you do?
All I did was scoop back. I'm sorry.
So I have a bunch of alchemy equipment. I'm gonna put as much as I can, and I'm gonna load up the.
Is it frozen in there? Or no?
But it's not as cold.
There's still a block. No, wait.
Yeah, there's still a block in there.
There's still a block in there.
Yeah, there's just.
That's weird.
It's okay, I promise. Promise it's okay.
Alright, so at that point, you get your saddles, you get everything, and you fill up your jars. It takes time.
Yeah, he's
Do
doing
you
his
need
thing.
arrows or no? So you just wait for Cal to do all of his work and everything. And at this point, while you're doing that, meanwhile, in the tavern, you guys just finish up your meal. What are you guys doing after you finish up your meal?
I need a translator for a magic shop who might, I don't know, please.
Duragar?
He's a Kurtar. Yeah. By the way, Allie's with you guys. So she finds it all weird that you're buying embalming fluid and all that crap.
I'm not paying her a single mind. I am one track focused on
Okay.
something.
She's hanging out with you, just basically saying this is all weird shit, man. I have never had this in my life.
Shit! The fan just fell into the. It's still working?
Yeah.
Cool.
We're okay.
Oh gosh.
Sorry, I'm just trying to cool us off.
It's really hot in here. It's really
Yeah,
hot
that
in here.
actually is
We're
working
trying
better.
our best here.
You're welcome.
No, the
Man, the sad thing is the only thing that we have off is that ceiling fan here. That's the only thing we have off, really. Everything else is running.
It's
It's just
so
the,
fucking
it's just
cool.
the gas that would be boiling because when it's cold it would be different, so it's just the gas. It's making bubbles, but it's not boiling.
Anyway. Chemistry with Noobs and
Yes,
Dice.
chemistry, because we're using dry ice rather than regular ice today.
Because we're dangerous.
Because we're dangerous, dangerous, oh
Same
yeah.
sound that they get.
Alright, so at this point, you guys, what are you guys doing after the tavern?
Oh, I need a translator for the magic shop.
So you need a translator. So, okay, so you're on where?
Same exact
You want a blacksmith or the magic shop?
The blacksmith first.
Yeah, I'll show him the armor.
Alright, so as you guys head over to the blacksmith, you guys come across Allie, Dimitri, and good old Cal.
Can I
Wait, hold on. I'm there too.
No, you're
I'm with her.
Well, I know. Now, I said everybody comes across there. So, and you guys all meet up. And while you guys are doing this, you see Cal kind of filling up these jars with these kind of like oozy kind of substance.
How's it taste?
What you got there, kiddo?
It smells really putrid.
My favorite.
It smells like I don't know.
Embalming fluids.
It smells like embalming fluid.
Can I
It's kind of
taste
like a.
I scoop a little bit up in some of the jar. I continue my work.
It's a
Con
gel.
save, please.
I take it back from him.
Con. Yeah, he just lifted an ate some.
Damn it.
Projectile vomiting. Not supposed to be.
That's what she said.
9.
What? 9? You puke, and you puke it up along with the hairball that you've been conjuring in your body for a little bit. So
That's like another
a
one for you.
big clump of hair pops out along with the food, along with the water, a little bit of water that you just drank too.
New vial. This is my second.
Oh my gosh, this is nasty.
Well, I didn't even see that today.
So right there, a vial of tabaxi vomit hair.
Oh no, I have my cat barf grenades. It is an item piece that I
He's just gonna
have.
have disgusting grenades he's gonna chuck at people. Take some cat hairballs! Here's some puke! No!
Still going. I'm like, yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh my god.
I'm so happy you failed that concept.
I'm so happy.
Alrighty, so at this point,
Are we back in the shop that we were just at?
yeah,
You guys, if you're tagging one with us,
I need one of you guys to speak to. I'm not here doing
we're going to the
Yeah, I know.
armory.
We were already here.
So yeah, you pass us and you just see me walking next to Kane with this new saddle, and I hand him the vial, he barfs, and I'm walking. I'm looking for the item shop now, so I'm ahead of everybody. But you guys go.
Yeah, I was already here.
Trying to ditch Allie, by the way.
There's nothing really here that I want.
Can you help me with this guy?
Do we really?
He speaks no.
We already have one.
You're a translator. You don't have to stay.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in the shop.
Okay.
I'm looking for armor.
alright, so,
Specifically armor.
Looking for armor.
you sticking with Cal? Cal, where are you going?
I'm looking for an item shop.
It's just a
A
general...
general store.
Okay, so he walks with you to a general store. Allie's following. You guys go up to the smithing, the gnome that approaches as the Durgar in the back is kind of pounding away. What do you need?
My friend over here is looking for armor.
I don't know. I can get you. What do you want?
I'm looking for like plate armor,
Yee.
splint armor,
Hold on.
anything that's a little bit of an upgrade over this.
What do you have? Chainmail?
Chainmail.
What's the next tiers? Because I think there's splint.
Yeah.
How much is splint though?
200 gold pieces.
And then I think plate is like
1,500.
yeah.
Way price range.
Yeah, it will be. He goes and he points. He doesn't have plate, but he points to some splint. He points to breastplate. Then he points to studded leather armor. He points to a couple of shields, and that's pretty much it.
So yes,
He does,
I
yes.
forgot to ask about throwing knives.
You're there. You didn't leave.
I know.
So I take out 2 short swords.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell him, ask him if he will trade 2 short swords and this chainmail for some split mail.
Asking for a trade of 2 short swords and a chainmail for this.
Persuasion.
Oh no, yeah.
You're fired. At least I wasn't the only one.
Okay, we are officially taking all props off the table. Seems to be a hazard zone over here. See, we need to just get walls up in here so we can put our props on the walls.
That's kind of what I was thinking, because I gotta actually have a staff in there that I want to bring in.
Yeah, that's what we should do.
11.
11?
Not going for
He shakes his head.
it. Okay, I pull out the halberd and I add it to the pile.
Wow.
Whoa, are you really?
Reroll.
Much better. First 22.
have any gold on top of it?
Got a little.
You throw in some gold, I might.
How much gold? 10 gold? 5 gold?
50? About 50 gold? 50 gold should do.
The question with
What?
because druids can't, like, with the police proficiency, any armor with metal. The studded leather armor, would I still be able to
You're
wear
fine.
that? Okay.
Studded leather armor is just, that's, as I say that's a borderline. I'm talking about like plate and
Yeah, okay.
breastplates and stuff like that.
Can you tell me what is
They're just doing undercommon. I don't understand that.
Hey, what are you guys doing? What are you guys saying?
He's looking to buy the split now. He's offering to trade in the 2 short swords, the chainmail, and the halberd. Trump's still asking for 50 more.
How short are you?
How sure?
But I could pay for it, but I'm not paying.
Well, wait, hold on. What if we start doing some bulk orders? Well, and, can you ask him what does he have for throwing moves?
Got that. Do you have any, in terms of weapons, do you have any like throwing knives, throwing stars, throwing pieces of metal that are sharp that can stab someone's eye?
Oh yes. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. He pulls out some daggers that are good throwing daggers. He pulls out some darts as well. So these darts are kind of like long, silvery pieces of metal that you're usually just throw and kind of just hit someone. He has like different. He also has like throwing axes as well. He does throwing axes. He has like little throwing hammers. But that's pretty much it.
Anything enchanted or are they just common weapons?
Are they enchanted at all, he's wondering? Do we have them enchanted at the magic shop, you think? There, it's perfect. How much of these would there be for studded armor in the armor section?
Studded armor?
Yeah, studded leather.
Studded leather only about 45 gold.
Holy beans, okay.
What would it? Ask him what it would take to take our leather and stud it.
How much would it be to upgrade armor?
What armor you have on now? The Duergar comes up to you, and he just like puts his hammer down and takes a break. He's all sweating and he wipes his sweat off, basically like how we feel like in here. And he's like, "I can upgrade your armor. It's just gonna take time. It's gonna be about 2 days to upgrade your armor from leather to stunning."
How much would that be? Like cost-wise? For future stuff.
Upgrade your leather to studded leather. Take me about 2 days to do it, and it'd be about 20 gold pieces.
I'll think of that, thank you.
Dildo.
Have you heard of since you're dealing in weapons, has anyone come in and asked about like the slime problem you guys been having? Like, how have you guys been tackling that so far?
Slimes don't bother us. They mostly bother the super feblin. Oh, excuse me. Like my assistant. Yeah, they're partial to us.
I take partial offense to that, but I'm not really sure if I can. Okay, do you guys know why at all? Just because we're tiny bite size, or like?
Good.
Yeah.
It could be because of the old king,
I can see that.
or the person that calls himself king. Who knows?
Alright, well, thank you.
You're not gonna buy it? Okay. So you put all your stuff back. Says you thank you. You guys move on to the magic shop, right?
Yes.
And you guys move where? To the general item shop. Okay. So as you guys move to the
Would it
general,
be easier to go to the magic shop? Because I would like to go to like all the shops essentially.
go to the magic shop with them first, so you
Okay.
guys can all.
We'll do that.
Everybody's.
Back together.
Everybody's. So
Hold
we're
on.
not. Yes.
Are we going to magical items or are we going to general?
You're going to
We're
magic.
going to both eventually.
So at this point, you guys go to the magical items. And you guys look around and you see a Kuta. Buenos dias.
I see him having the little
Oh, like a little
mustache.
thin mustache?
Yeah, like the little right on the.
Oh, I was here. Can anyone talk to this guy?
Yeah, so Gnome wasn't good. I'm thinking maybe.
Oh, we saw them doing abyssal chanting, right? Can I speak to him in abyssal and see if he understands me?
Sure.
What's up?
He looks at you with his one eye and just goes,
Any luck with Infernal?
Can you speak in abyssal?
Common, draconic, elvish, or giant?
no, he
Is
doesn't.
there anyone here that can talk to this guy?
Yep.
Yep. You speak Underdog.
Ali,
Yep.
can you
So can
understand this guy?
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor?
Can you apologize?
The rings that he has sitting there, can you explain to him, or can you ask him what they are and what they do?
This gentleman over here is interested in your rings. Do you know a little bit about it?
Oh yeah, I can tell you exactly what they mean. You just tell me what you want, and I'll tell you what you can get.
Well, let me ask.
Can we get a general description of each of
Yeah.
these rings?
I'll tell you what's for sale. Yeah, everybody roll a D100.
Oh no.
Is there another shopkeeper or is it just
Shit.
him?
50.
50.
88.
So we roll
Hold on.
100 and a d10.
50. There is he points out and he goes, hey, this is a potion of water bringing in over here.
Don't need it.
What's it on? That you got?
88.
88.
Did I need to roll a second number?
No. These ones are, no.
Are we doing it in tens?
Yeah, just no, 2. You're supposed to do 2. So he goes up to you, he goes, these ones are Goggle of Nights. These ones help you see in the dark.
Sorry.
43.
43.
Mission the rings.
This one is a potion of growth. It makes you bigger.
Not a ring.
26.
They already resold it.
This one right here is the potion of resistance. Helps you become stronger against
Not the
certain
fucking
elements.
rings.
I can do all of this,
He's
guys.
telling me what's for sale. I don't know if there's rings. Am I
I'm a gnomish guy.
56.
Can you ask this guy if the rings are for sale?
You see a spell scroll that's in a tube. And he says, this is a spell scroll of just a certain spell I don't know for sure. But I know it's a higher level one.
38.
38. This is a potion of animal friendship.
Man, this is like a druid store, guys. This is crap.
Is Ali with us?
Yeah. 63. This one right here is a famous bag. This one is a bag of holding. It allows you to hold all your stuff.
How
much for that?
much is that one?
How much for the bag of holding?
The bag of holding, oh, let me check. He brings out his, like, Abaca. This one's going to be around, like, 800 gold.
So much for that.
Can you ask her if you can identify something for me?
Yeah. Do you think Ali can tell us what the scroll is?
No.
He was pretty much like cock-blocking it.
He looks at the scroll and he tells you.
Hold on. She wasn't even talking about the skull. She wanted to know something totally different than
Oh, no, I
what
know.
this guy was talking about.
Okay, so what did you want to know?
Oh, because I have a small vial of red liquid from when I rummaged through the drawers in the mansion where I also found the pillowcases and the whip. I never got that identifier.
Yeah, sure. You want me? I'll do it for free.
Oh, awesome!
Just to help you out.
Thanks.
Just remember that you buy from my shop and we help you out.
Yeah.
All right, move up.
Alright.
All right.
Okay.
You see this weird tongue come out.
That's a new one.
It is a potion of healing.
Oh, nifty. That could be helpful.
I could have tasted that for you.
Very cool. All right. Anybody else?
How much for this the mysterious scroll?
The mysterious scroll. Let me take a look, man. This scroll.
Face melts off.
Look at this scroll is a
Two, sorry.
oh, this is a damaging scroll. There's fire. There's these called scorching rays. And you do it, you cast it, or if you're.
How much is this?
This one, it's around like 300 gold pieces.
Okay, I'm out of here. You tell me this, that he's okay. I'm out of here. This guy's obviously a ripoff.
Magic items are expensive.
I got a jar of dirt.
I got a jar of something else, but I'm sure he doesn't want that either.
My friend is not too keen with prices today, but I, on the other hand, I may be able to help you out and give you a favor if you help me with your bag of building.
Hey, what do you have in mind?
No, do you need a favor of any kind?
I'll tell you, I do need maybe a favor or two.
Special skill sets I might be able to help.
I'll tell you what. You actually roll persuasion. Don't use your what dice? You already rolled it. Why? Roll a different dice. I'm gonna let you roll again on a different dice, please. For crying out! No. Somebody give him a damn different dice.
I told him
that is bad. Even I feel sympathy for him. It's just you.
Okay, persuasion?
You suck.
No, you're right.
You just suck.
Just give me 1 second. Hold on.
You just suck.
You said perception?
Maybe Dimitri would be better off stone.
That's essentially.
He might roll
Why
better.
did I bring him back?
9? He tells you. Okay, I'll tell you what.
Okay, roll out.
No, you already rolled.
I know. Just do it.
I tell you what.
Let's see if you curse. Stop.
Stop it. I tell you what. You do me a favor, and I'll tell you what. I'll help you out. I'll give you something you want for this favor. There has been a pickpocket going around pickpocketing people, and he stole something from my store. Now I'll tell you what. Here's what you can do. You find this pickpocket. You can either, one, you can keep what is on him and deliver me his body, or two, you can get one item from my store, and then I take back what is mine.
Can somebody ask?
Sir, well, in order to know what I'm getting into, it's Dimitri.
Or we make a deal. Ask him if it's legal to kill people.
Hold on a second. You don't know any of this
I'm
conversation.
assuming he's like relaying it to us.
No, he's not actually.
Jinx could.
Okay.
Jinx technically could if he wanted to.
What did this man steal? Until the conversation's over now.
He stole a little satchel of mine. And this satchel contains some random goods. Some of them I really need for components for my magical enchanting. The other one I just need because I had some gems and I need my cash. So this guy stole not only money from me, but he stole magical money. Not magical money, but just magical stuff. So whatever in the satchel has magic in it, and I need it for enchanting. So you can keep it yourself, and what's in the contents of the bag if you bring me his head. But so you can keep whatever the hell is on him as well. But I want to see his body here, because I don't tolerate thieves in my store. And he's not only been stealing from me, he's stealing from a lot of other people. He's been getting away with it too. He's located in the lower slums. And he also runs through and goes through the other areas of the town. And I don't like it.
So this man is pretty much saying that there's a thief running around in probably around lower slums that stole very magical possession from him in his pouch, and he said if we bring him his body, he will reward us greatly with an item, or we can keep what's in the bag as long as we bring him back his body.
So, no, hold on.
Is it legal to kill people?
He never said dead. He never said dead.
Just said bring back his body.
Right. Probably doesn't mean a lot.
I
So
can put him in a coma.
one,
We're fine.
he also, is it legal to kill people here? Right? Because we don't want the law breathing down our necks. us looking for this guy.
My law-abiding friend wants to know what's the law about killing people, especially
There is law about killing people in the city. Of course, you're not supposed to kill. You get apprehended. You go to jail. You get executed. It's bad shit, mad mojo here. But if you catch this guy is wanted. So you catch this guy, you turn him in, you send him to me. I help you out and give you something in mind, or you can take what's in the bag. If you kill him, big deal. As long as it's not inside the city, you're fine.
So waka waka waka, blah 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 blah. You tell us what's going on. So the question is, let me talk now. So this guy seems like he's wanted everywhere, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so how much is on his head?
We got to listen to the guy we're going to speak to about the bounty.
There's no bounty, not yet.
No bounty? No bounty. No bounty? Okay.
He's just wanted.
So all he
You are saying though that this man has stolen from other people, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. He has stolen from other people other than me.
Shut up.
Who else has he stolen from today, or in the past?
He's stolen from a couple of other merchants. He's also pickpocketed people on the streets. I mean, there's a number of things that he stole.
Are there any merchants around here that he's stolen from specifically?
They say it's me. He probably stole from the. Let's see. He likes to grab shiny things, so he probably went to the apothecary, stole some potions on him. I don't know if he went to the smith and stole from him, but I know he pickpocketed a lot of people on the street. If it may be gems or diamonds, and since we are in the Deep Gnome City, there's a lot of gems, and that's our most currency here is usually gems and diamonds. So a lot of people end up losing their money.
Alright, so it looks like you've been through a lot to show up the other people around here. So I'm looking for a description, any specific identifying attributes that can help me out this guy.
Yeah, no problem. Hold on a sec.
He's got a big glass on his hand. He's got some kind of mystical thing in his eye.
Around here. I'm sure if we visit other shops and see what we can do to get rid of this guy, they will reward us as well.
So what do you think? Should we just catch this guy and bring him back here?
To see other options and see who helps us out the most in regards to the body.
I think we should first talk to whoever the law is in charge.
So,
Mention to him that there's a problem with
he's around about 3 feet tall. He has a goofy looking hat, kind of like a jester hat, but it's more like not colorful. It's more like leathery. He has ragged clothing, white beard, and then he has some regular dirty old leather pants. Nothing too luxurious, but he moves fast and he's quick. And sometimes you can't spot him till it's over.
So we're looking for like a 3 foot tall man with a funny hat, gold color.
Oh yeah, he's dark skin as well.
He has a white beard and is very fast.
So we should head to whoever's in charge of law here. Talk to him about the slime problem. Mention to him that we're looking for this particular individual as soon as we apprehend or potentially kill this guy. We're not screwed.
Sounds like a lot of work. I tell you what.
It's a very good idea to tell the lawman that we may kill someone for bounty.
I tell you what. I tell you what.
Shit happens.
Hold on. I tell you what. Why don't you go to this law guy? Ask about the slime. Say that you've talked to somebody that's mentioned that there's a thief that's roaming around. Don't say anything about killing him, anything about catching him. Maybe the law guy will already know something.
What do you think I am?
Just listen to me for a second, please. In the meantime, we will split, and a few of you will go and talk to the law guy. The rest of us will go look for this guy.
Sure.
I say we take Abby and Cal or Keola and Ali and have them go talk to the lawman and find out any information about the slime about me, Cal, and whoever else wants to join
I'm gonna help find this guy.
and investigate.
I think you're gonna need me to help find this guy. Just saying, because you know I'm very, very sneaky.
Are you okay with this conversation?
I don't
or
care
are
if
you
you're
doing
perceptive
anything?
or not, but you're not sneaky.
I still understand.
I'm loud as a
for
motherfucker.
if there's any diamonds in this shop.
And I'm sneaky.
There's a couple. There's actually a
I'll be
couple
right
matches
there
that.
to
There's some diamonds, and then you come across like a chest, or not a chest, a display case, and inside it has a diamond and a sapphire and a ruby.
How
And
big
it's
is the diamond?
It's about the size.
Would I know how
They're
much
about the size of a quarter.
Would I know how much it's worth?
Sure, roll for it. It depends on how much you roll. This would be kind of like an intelligence check.
Intelligence?
Yeah.
Straight 17.
17, you could tell that the diamond would be worth around maybe 100 gold. You can tell that the ruby would probably be around 75, and the sapphire is probably around 60 gold.
I still need to go to the item shop, but I'm very pleased that.
Okay.
Because I need to sell some other garbage that I have.
Sound good?
Are we good with this plan? You guys want to split up and talk to the lawman?
You want to buy a femur?
Do I want to buy a what? Do I want to buy a femur?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to buy a femur. I don't want to buy a femur.
Mina?
Do you have any other business, or are you guys just throwing shit on my shop all day?
We'll be back to see you.
All right. You guys enjoy your time.
Okay, so I'm gonna go look for this guy. Who wants to come with me? Okay.
Absolutely not.
I don't think we need a bag of that. I'm trying to think if we could get more money with killing the slimes, or if we could bunch it in the bag and not kill anyone, or get any stolen.
Who says about killing
Alright, well,
anyone?
let's go. I'm gonna head
Let's be honest,
towards
except for
the lawman guy. Get directions.
All right. So who's going to the lawman?
I want to go call up the general store.
Okay.
I'm going by myself.
You're going by yourself?
No, you're going
I'm
by
the only
yourself.
one who wants that course of action.
But you guys don't want to find out how much the bounty is and what's entailed?
I don't care about the
We don't need
pocket.
to. All we need to do is catch him. All you need to do is get information. Information. Information.
She's like the one
Someone
who
that knows talk.
All you need to do is
somebody who
get.
can talk to him. I'll probably go.
Okay. So at this point in time, so it's just you two, right?
I guess so.
Okay.
And I guess it's just you
And
and
Alan.
I, huh?
Yeah.
So you guys managed to go through. Okay, guys, go ahead and roll. The guys that are going to. Well, who exactly wants to find? It'd be you, right? You want to find this thing and talk to the law and go from there, right?
Yeah, I want to talk to the guy.
Okay, so go ahead and roll an investigation check. All right. Everybody else, who's going with them? Raise their hand. So it's just you and Jinx, right? Okay. Where is everybody else going?
I'm with Bird and
You're gonna scout and see. if you can
Dimitri
find
and I
him?
are gonna go look for this guy.
Okay. At that point, you guys go hunt. Roll for, I would say, roll for investigation and survival. See if you can ask around and see if you can find anything. What are you and?
I want to go to the general store.
Okay, you're going to general. You're both going to general. Okay, you go to the general
you.
store. Huh?
Investigation?
Yeah. 7. You have a very hard time trying to find this place because you kind of ask around, and you ask around with Jinx, even though Jinx is trying to help you out. You just tend to kind of get lost, and you ask the wrong people.
Oh,
So
great.
it takes you about a good 30 minutes to try to find a good sense of direction of where to go.
Are we both rolling, or just him?
It's you're rolling. One's rolling in investigation, and the other one's rolling survival.
Where are we rolling? Survival?
One of you are rolling survival. The other one's rolling investigation. Pick. I'll have you guys determine that.
My investigation is
So
at plus
you, Cal, and Lily, you guys go to the general store. You see another
What's your survival?
deep gnome there, and the deep gnome's like, "Hey, how can I help you?"
What language?
Let's see.
Undercommon. Or Gnomish. He goes Gnomish because he knows.
I'll take survival.
Survival.
What do you want?
What do you need?
I already rolled, so.
I want to sell or get store credit for the things in the box on the right.
Why can't you say this out loud?
Because it's a lot.
It is a
23.
lot.
Well, let me see the list so I can tell you.
Survival. Well, I rolled a 23 for investigation.
You can see what the need is too. It doesn't tell anybody.
Have a freaking key.
Oh, I can. Okay.
You goofus?
For this, I can give you, I don't know, 10 gold store credit and 10 gold for it, and not much, but
I'll take the
you really don't have use for that stuff, really.
I'll take the 10 gold.
Okay, so it gives you 10 gold for it.
Beautiful.
And then what'd you guys roll? What'd you get?
Investigation was a.
I rolled a 23 on investigation.
23?
So you have a femur.
Survival. So you ask around and you investigate. You end up finding a couple people that have been mugged by this person. And they go up to you and they tell you straight off the bat that you don't see this person when they mug you. The only time you see him is when you look back and you see him running. That's how good he is. So they talk to you and they tell you all like the items that they're missing. It's mostly gold, gems, stuff that's of value.
What are these people? They look wealthy. Does it look like they might be good targets for him to go after them?
What, is he wealthy?
No, what do these people look like? Where they
they're
would
not
be
really.
targets?
Some are not wealthy. Some look like they were shop owners at one point. Some look like they're regular street vendors. Not all of them are surprisingly wealthy. Some are middle class. Some are high class. Not really a lot's poor, because, you know, let's face it, you don't see a bum in the street and you want to pickpocket the bum in the street.
Dimitri, how much gold do you have? How much do you have on you?
Couldn't tell you.
Is your sack pretty high? Pretty thick? Heavy?
Couldn't tell you. I don't have anything. You know me. But that's my thing. So I'm at least around 50 though. Is the minimum. But now I have.
Okay, so as far as survival.
So is there anything else you're doing in the shop, by the way? Sorry.
No, I do need a. I was gonna ask if there's a church in town.
There is no churches.
Okay, then I'm good for now. I'll let you
So,
know when I want to.
At that point, you guys.
The survival part?
The survival part, after the general description, you kind of tend to map out the areas of where he's hitting. And he seems to hit in random spots, but you notice that he never hits the same spot twice. It's always a different spot at a different time. It's moving in a different direction. By the way, I want you guys to, both of you guys to roll a perception check. To see, just for them.
My passive is 15.
Oh, you messed up your wisdom, didn't you?
Yeah, mine is 21.
21? Okay. What'd you get?
23?
Are you guys
23?
rolling percent? Who's rolling perception?
Cool.
You two?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was us.
Okay, so you guys actually managed to spot where the kind of like the law station is, or the barracks is,
What do you say?
or where kind of like the general guard, the head of guard is there. As you guys walk by,
I'll give you some of my gold.
and you guys are right
What you have?
outside. All of a sudden,
I'm gonna
you
go
feel something brush by you. You look back, and as you look back, you see about a 3 foot man, a 3 foot dark skinned dude. Huh? Okay. Okay, go for it, try it.
You fucking got him.
This is going to be amazing. Really, really
He has
fun.
to succeed on a wisdom.
You rolled a
It's the
natural
guy that you
16.
need to go talk to.
You rolled a nat 16.
He's gone.
So he sees you cast a spell on him, and he looks back and he freaks out, and he dodges your spell, and he clicks his heels, and he just like, boom, and bolts, like faster. He's so fast, it was like,
Misty step if I have to.
You can't catch up with Misty Step. That's how quick he's going. By the way, your coin purses are gone.
Hunter's Mark.
Hmm?
Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark? What's the range?
Yeah. It is 90 feet.
Too far.
Yeah.
Wow, in a second? Wow.
Yeah.
That is fast.
Really fast.
Yeah.
Even running after him in Hunter's Mark.
Because you can't Hunter's Mark and run. Well, it's a bonus to Hunter's Mark. But even still, this guy is moving incredibly fast.
Plus you missed these
would
steps
even
and
say
everything,
this
so-
guy impresses. You even say this guy impresses Jade, or not Jade? Excuse me, Elderwind. This guy is faster than Elderwind on his good day.
But that doesn't mean I still can't catch
That means you got good.
So at that point, you guys look down. You guys don't have a coin purses. And at that point, you guys still walk to the guard, and now you're pissed and furious.
Oh, yeah.
We just got robbed. We want to steal food.
So I'm gonna walk up to Dimitri. Dimitri, I'm watching your back. You watch mine. Okay, so we need to come up with a plan to catch this guy. We do. So
Trust me, he's really, really fast.
do you want
Huh?
to?
Yes, he actually
Faster
is.
than your mount.
You're gonna murder everyone in the city.
Hey, he's got a 50 movement. Can you describe it, please?
What?
My coin purse or power drop with my gold. Can you describe it?
It's more like you have a side pouch, and attached to your side pouch you either have like a leather bag or kind of like a pouch of some sort, or either something like this.
Is there like a loop on it at all?
Yeah, they have a loop so you can tie it on there, and
Okay, so I'm gonna take mine. I'm gonna put it in my backpack.
okay, so you put yours in your backpack.
Okay.
I'm going to take the 40 gold and keep it in my coin purse for the rest of the way. But I'm going to tie a rope into the rope I have with my pack. I'm going to tie it through the loop, and I'm going to tangle it like on my body. So if anyone tries to snatch it, they're not going to get too far. Or the rope's going to go with them. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
if he runs, the rope follows with him, kind of. And then
I'm going stealth to watch this.
Stealth.
So we're going to be tracking
You want to
this.
roll for it?
You're gonna be tracked.
We're actively tracking and trying to come across him.
Okay. So you guys spend some time in the location of where you're at, and you guys don't seem to find him too well. You try, and you're patient, but you don't have any sign of him.
That's fine.
You guys, on the other hand, Jinx and Nat, you guys make it to the the head of the guards, and the guard goes basically to Jinx. What do you need? What do you need here?
Two things.
Yes.
We're looking for more information on the booze problem that you guys have. Second of all, I heard you guys have a bit of a pickpocketer problem, so I wanted to know a little bit more about that.
The pickpocketer problem we're trying to solve ourselves. That's not our main issue. But if you're travelers, the oozes are our main concern. If you go north of where we're here, of our city, you'll find an open catacombs. A little tight around certain corners, but when you go through them, you'll come across the ooze problem. We want you to get to the source. I want you to destroy what the source is so we can stop having ooze attacks.
I've been keeping hearing about the old king. What's the deal with that?
Deal with what?
The old king? Do people think this is the source of?
There was a leader at our city, and he kind of went mad, and he said that he was the controller and the king of all oozes. And he just started like going nuts, and then afterwards he just went into the catacombs, and
Ever since you guys got a
we haven't heard from him since, but we just, I don't know. But ever since then, oozes have been attacking. It's been a little crazy. It's just nasty.
Is there any bounty for solving this problem that could do?
For the oozes, I mean, if you guys come back, you're welcome to keep anything there. Well, what do you guys really want? I'll tell you what, we know the exact path to go to the surface area. If you want,
You help us with this, and we'll send you back to the surface area, and we'll escort you there ourselves. No questions, no asks. Whatever you go, huh? Sure. Sure. He's being honest, because the way his facial expression is, he's willing to do anything to get rid of this problem. What, with the pickpocket?
Yeah.
I mean, what you can do is, well, first of all,
missing a leg, is that going to be kosher?
honestly, I don't care if you break both of his legs. It's just, the only thing is every time we try to go after him, it's so fast, it's stupid. Guy runs like a maniac. Every time we try to pursue him, we can't even catch him. We can't corner him, we can't do anything. Because every time he runs straight to the catacombs where the oozes are. And then we don't follow in there, because you know it lies in there. We want to come back. So most of the time...
Two birds with one stone?
You don't know this, huh?
No problem. Are you guys done?
I have a plan, but it's kind of involved.
With
I
what?
kind of want to do solo, just kind of go, because we haven't explored the slums
I'll have you
yet.
talk to me about
Yeah.
it privately then.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there.
Yeah, sounds good.
So we pretty much have gotten nowhere. Maybe we should meet up with the other two and see what they've come across.
Reconvene.
All right.
So we'll head back to the direction we came.
You head back the direction you came. You come across your whole entire party. You guys all meet up.
Okay.
And then at that point, Allie's there. And she goes, I guess it's to the catacombs?
I say we. If
I like that.
If it behooves us, we also are under contract by a very, powerful demon down here.
You're talking about my girlfriend?
Your glorious girlfriend. So I think it would be most beneficial to the party to do some reconnaissance on maybe what's going on, what the townspeople know, because it seems relatively safe, minus the pickpocket. And the ooze, but they seem to be at bay for now. I think it might be good to spend a few days in town, gather reconnaissance, not draw too much attention to ourselves. And there's nothing to pickpocket.
That's right, because you guys got nothing.
Not for you guys.
Perhaps,
Not for us, but for you guys.
perhaps after we've gathered reconnaissance on our main mission, we can go and stomp out this ooze problem and get your guys' gold back from Mr. Tiddlywinks. Or until we
We've been down
get.
here for months. I don't think a few days are gonna make a difference.
This is true.
Except maybe getting hunted down by a demon. Fairies.
Alright, so this is what I think we should do. I think we should go to the catacombs, investigate the ooze. And since little fucker Speed of wanting to steal everybody's shit is over there, I think we will probably run across him, because I think that's a good place where this little bitch is trying to hide. And trust me, he might be fast, but I'll catch a little fucker. And, on a side note, we are on a contract with my girlfriend. I really don't want to piss her off, because I want to make kudo points with her. So...
Is it possible that the slimes and this bitch have something in common, maybe?
Perhaps, but we could gather some information. How about we get a room, we spend another day
We know
here.
where the slimes are. Let's deal with what we know
give her, maybe if I just talk to her and I can sway her
Don't encourage us, maybe.
until it was something.
All right.
Would we still want to go get a room?
I don't think we need a rest. I think we should just go.
What time of day or what time?
How long have we been traveling since we rested?
Well,
From
yeah,
where you guys exited through the maze and everything, and how you guys went about, and all you guys, I would say after, if it was a time of day, from where you woke up, from where you have done everything, you guys done a lot of shopping, you guys done a lot of investigating, a lot of talking. It's probably around like 4-5 o'clock in the p.m.
So we're gonna start
If
getting
it
tired.
was that kind of variance.
Half rest?
Yeah.
Half rest.
Perhaps we could go back to the tavern, rest, and see
Like there's information there.
We have.
Perhaps the waitress has been pissed off pretty well.
You're right.
Whatever you guys want.
Okay, let's see if they have lodging.
All right.
Go from there.
You go back to the tavern. They have lodging there. They say for all of you, and since you've tipped the waitress so nicely, it will just be a gold for all of you for the night.
You're welcome,
Hey, Emma,
guys.
you wanna have... For the lodging? Oh, wait.
You know what? You know what? Because I'm such a nice guy, I got this.
You ever pluck the legs off a chicken?
That's what?
I've seen it done.
6 gold?
When I get my hands
No,
on it.
it's 1 gold for all of you.
Oh.
Because you tipped her so well.
Oh.
Yeah,
I got it.
it's only because he was so nice.
I got it. I got you guys.
At that point,
I got you.
that's where we're going to stop it. You guys take a nice long rest. Oh, what did you want before we end?
Oh, I was gonna go back to the shop where I talked to the guy by myself.
Okay. What did you want to do?
I want to sell a room to sort of trust like anything that can help us catch this man because I've gathered information all day
It's fast.
about this man who is so quick and we only see him after our pockets are gone. So I was gonna see if there's something that can help us.
You can buy they don't really have a lot of traps. What you can do is you can buy nets. You can buy
I have my sticky
you can
shield.
buy some ball bearings and just improvise with those, or
That's
you
what I was
can manufacture
my
your own
intent.
traps. So if you want, what you can do is you can text me what you want to build and what kind of traps you want, and I'll give you the price. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, just tell me what you want, and I'll give you the price.
I also got a sticky shield, so that might help in our advantage as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got tangling thorns.
All right. And I think that's a great place to end it right there. Thank you, everybody, for joining in and for watching us today. And thank you for putting up with all our mic issues and everything. We're trying to find the right positioning, the right angles, the right lighting. We're trying to get the best that we can do. Also, the videos, I'm going to be working hard this next week and the next 2 weeks to get all these videos up by this month. I want to make sure that I get all these videos out so the next time when we do episode 9, you guys will have all the videos out and you guys will be able to rewatch them. Thank you guys for joining us today. Remember, if you like our show, please don't hesitate to subscribe, share, or even spread the word about Noobs and Dice. We're here to entertain you as we entertain ourselves, to just have a good time and just be. We're not voice actors. We're not famous people. We're just normal people, just having a good time, like everybody else in this world. Anyways, tip us if you can. If you can't, it's okay. But any tips go straight to the channel so we can improve it for you guys. And we hope you guys all have a great weekend and a great month.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you, guys.
And we'll see you guys on the next episode of episode 9.
Woo!
Woo, buddy.